Okay, here we go. I found the notes. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Topless Toy Talk, episode 35. We are your body positivity podcast for the Cybertronian era. Today, do you know what today is?
Was it Tuesday, April 14th?
It's Tuesday, April 14th. And also, do you also know what else is happening right now?
No, what?
I don't know. I thought maybe you'd come up with something.
No, I got nothing.
But I'm also your host. So,
and I am your better host, and we are happy that you're here with us this evening. And you know what I'm also really happy about? You've gotten so much better here with the intro. You kind of sucked at the intro a long time.
Remember that time it took me like 6 times to get it out?
Yeah, it was really terrible.
Cybertronian era is a hard thing to say. Like,
can you try and say it 10 times?
Cybertronian era? No, I can't. It's like once is done, one and done.
I'm just really impressed.
So what I should just do is stand in front of the mirror every day and just be like Cybertronian era. Like I just repeat it until I can.
It's kind of like high school, like vocal. It was like mama me, mama mamo, like whatever. There was some sort of like.
I did not do that. I did no choir, no. Do you think that I could carry a tune remotely? Like I have no rhythm, no tune, like nothing. Like
I know.
I have very few skills.
I'm not sure I would agree with that, but.
The one skill I do have is coming up with bad ideas to put on the internet.
That is accurate. And trolling the birds in our bird things.
We do have babies now.
Yeah.
In case anybody's curious. We have at least one, maybe two.
Babies in what should be
they
a
look
planter
very much the
for
same.
strawberries, but we'll never have strawberries in it.
That's not true because they got started early this year before we bought the strawberries because we got the strawberries at the farmer's market, which doesn't happen until May 2nd.
Yeah, those birds hang out though all year. All year.
Once the babies are out, like they're not getting back in.
You're gonna put some mesh over it.
Once they leave that nest, they're out.
Oh goodness. Who do we have here this evening? Do we have in the chat?
Probably nobody.
In the chat.
Nobody likes me.
Well, sometimes.
Kidding. Oh. We have
Webby.
The one and only. Glorious. Hello. Fantastic.
One and only.
Webby.
Our brother to the north. Not too far north, just north enough. Just north of us.
It's like, who do we know in the North Pole? That's not where he lives.
You're
talking about like a state up, not like continents.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Hey, Webby. And we have Stormfire Blizzard. Oh.
I still say we need a sound effect for Stormfire Blizzard.
Oh, I like that you got called a little old lady.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with it.
I am secretly like I'm an old person at heart.
I have actually been calling myself an old man since I was like 12.
You just want it to be appropriate to chase children off your lawn.
I don't think I want it. I mean, it is appropriate. You know, like I don't need it or I don't want it to be appropriate. It is appropriate. Like if somebody's on your property that doesn't belong there, you can go out and be like, hey, get off.
I mean, so what I really like about, as I get closer and closer to old age, I had this great aunt who was so excited when she got old because she said, I can just act. Everyone just assumes I'm senile, so I can act as crazy as I want. So I just feel like you already do that.
Yes.
And you don't really care that you're not at that senile age.
No.
You're just fine with it.
Correct.
Yeah. I just need to wait till I have a few more gray hairs.
It's not my problem. Other people have problems with what I do. Like that's their problem.
It does. So we have an awesome guest tonight. And what I think is interesting about our guest is he's like a multifaceted. He does all the things, right? So he does art. He does comics. He goes to conventions. He's got something crazy called Dylan's Drink and Draw, which I am so excited to learn more. I don't know how we haven't attended this at the Des Moines Con. Well, like we've seen it.
Because I think one year we had the burlesque show that there was something that overlapped.
And then there was another year where we had like an old dog. And that was tricky.
We had to go home and let the dog out. And then we're like, we've been here since like 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And now it's like 9 o'clock. And
I don't know. Once it's about 8, I'm probably not leaving the house.
Sarah sat down and she's like, I'm not getting back up even.
But we are going to do it this year because and
not for lack of want, for lack of being old.
No. But we should let's bring our guest on. Dylan.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I am ready. Ready?
Well, there we are. Oh.
We got it.
Well, that's the highlight. That's as exciting as it gets. Actually, I messed up. Sorry, one moment.
Yeah, I think you're messing something up.
Nope,
here.
I
How
did it
you
again.
do?
I
Oh,
broke it twice.
what is
There we
going
go.
on here?
I got it.
Get
We're
it
fixed.
together. Do you know how
We're
to
together.
use? Do you know how to use a computer?
I've had to deal with you all day.
That's true.
My,
I am a disaster.
normally I am okay. So normally I am the disaster. I am a complete shit show at all times. Like I am just like running around, freaking
That
out,
is
like
accurate.
yelling at
I'm just
people,
like,
losing
"It's
everything,
fine,
and
it's
she's like, "It's
fine."
fine." We have
We have
flipped
flipped roles.
the last few weeks because
Yeah,
job
we don't
job
need to
stuff,
talk about that.
and I don't know how to function.
You don't know
right
how to
now.
be like a normal human
Yeah.
being. But
Welcome.
welcome.
Thanks.
We're so happy to have you
This
here.
is Topless Toy Talk, where we pretend like we are a podcast about toys, but we just talk about whatever we want, and there's toys around.
Right. I make sure I have a toy around. I'm doing good.
That's all that matters.
We got it.
If you have had, seen, or thought about a toy at some point in your lifetime, you qualify.
Yeah. You,
Oh,
you
good.
belong here.
Thank God. That was my biggest concern coming into this. Is I don't have your wall.
It's like that 6 degrees of like Kevin Bacon scenario. Like
Yeah.
it's like 6 degrees of a toy. Good enough. Like
Sure.
you're like, I have herp yo-yo. Like
It's fine.
whatever.
You're good.
Yeah.
Right.
But we would love for you to introduce yourself to the chat here, to the folks. Who are you? What do you do? What was your, grade school, mother's maiden name? Anything that would be helpful for us to find out more about you on the internet.
More about my bank account.
Yeah.
Right.
Like how many credit cards you have?
Sure.
Your last 3 addresses, just the important stuff.
The last 4 of that social, it's all we need. I'm Dylan Jacobson. I'm a writer, a comic illustrator. I do a lot of different things, like you said. I've got a career doing artist residencies throughout South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska. So I have a whole website just for that because my core job is called Brimstone Studios, which is a little sign for back there. And I do more adult-oriented stuff, so I try to keep my world separated. But through Brimstone, I also do Dylan's Drink and Draw, which is your favorite Comic-Con After Dark game show. And it will be your favorite once you folks attend, which will be grand.
Definitely happening this year. We're gonna figure. I don't care what it is. Like we're prioritizing it.
Yeah, well, I don't care. Yeah. Because it is
So,
okay.
yeah.
But is it on? Because we heard it's
Actually-
normally on a Friday. Is that?
It's normally on Friday, and now I heard you say like, oh, we had to go to burlesque. That is always an issue. Like I actually have like a working relationship with some of the burlesque performers. So, like we want to go to each other's stuff, and
Yeah.
we can't. So we are working with specifically like Nerd Street, who runs Des Moines Con and Twin Cities Con, on not overlapping all the time.
Cool.
I can't guarantee that at other shows run by other folks, but we're working on making sure that we have the opportunity to attend each other's events, which will be nice.
Awesome. I love
But
it.
something I'm proud to say is they give us a room that fits like 100 people. We're on at the same time as burlesque. Sometimes we're on at the same time as concerts, but we still pack the house. So like we're still like Dylan's Drink and Draw is still desirable enough, or at least diverse enough, where like if you're not into the burlesque right now, or you don't want to go to a like K-pop concert, you come see us and you're gonna have a good time.
So because we're talking about Dylan's Drink and Draw, like I feel like we need to specify what is this? Like what is Dylan's Drink and Draw? Like what happens? Why should somebody attend this?
So have either of you gone to a traditional drink and draw?
No, I have no idea what this is. Never heard of this before.
I'm gonna slander them.
Do it.
I hope that's acceptable.
That's
But in a
specifically what we do here. Is slander
we
people.
appreciate like slander. Yes.
Sure. In a traditional drink and draw, everybody goes to like a pub or a room where they can order drinks. There's going to be some professional comic artists. Then everyone will get a prompt like the Mighty Ducks, and then everyone will draw, including the professionals. They'll all have their own supplies, and then they'll all look at each other's work and be like, "Wow, the professional is the best," and they'll all golf clap, and that's the end. Sometimes they auction that artwork for charity, which is cool. But what I've done is I've taken the whole idea and flipped it upside down. And this is a game show where everybody in the room who is attending, so like you folks who are paying to be at Des Moines Con, you come in the room. We give you all the drawing supplies you need. You don't pay for any of that. It's free to come in and sit down. And we turn you into contestants who are attempting to win one of 5 pools of prizes. It's not
Fabulous prizes.
just pools, and it includes artwork of mine. It includes artwork of others because we have a table of professional industry judges. They might be writers, they might be comic artists, they might be podcasters. It could be one of you at Des Moines Con, for all I know. And you will, like, the judges will supply some of those prizes. So you're competing for like their posters, their comics, stuff they've worked on. And then at the very end, the judges have to draw, and they will be judged by the crowd, but their artwork is an additional prize. So it's technically 8 prizes. So there's a lot going on. But to make things more interesting, everybody gets a token when they come in the room. So I made sure I had one of these out. This is Dylan's Drink and Draw token. This is a 3rd edition token, so it's got a little number 3 on it. But when you get your token, they might say something on it. Like, this is the most common one in the bin, reroll. And what a reroll does is everything that we draw, or that the crowd draws, is inspired by lists of words that I've curated. And so those words are based on themes, and everyone's goal is to stay on theme for the night, which is the biggest challenge because it's not about good artwork. It's about clever and on theme and original. Those are the 3 big things you're aiming for. And so if we give you the themes, like we had like dinosaurs and cowboys one year, if those are the themes and you roll the word like triceratops, or if I roll the word triceratops, the whole crowd gets that, right? But if you've got this reroll, you give this back to me. We re-roll that word. Any new word from the dinosaur list overrides triceratops for everybody in the room. So we don't begin the round of drawing until everyone's dealt with, using tokens and whatnot. So there's re-rolls. There's extra time, which buys you 1 extra minute for 1 round. And there's 5 rounds. They're all 5 minutes long. And then there's a bio word, which is give us any word off the top of your head. Can be anything. This is a 21 plus show. Do what you want. And that's where things get wild, because nothing I curate is wild, but boy, the crowd sure is. So, yeah.
That's fantastic.
That
is the quickest description I can give you. I see that you put the link in the chat.
Yep.
If you go to the Dylan's Drink and Draw link, there's a video that's right at the top. I have the volume muted, but you can turn it back on. And you can watch that, and it'll describe everything as quickly as possible. I'm working on getting a better cut of that video done, so it's a little more like snappy. Yep. But it's hard to describe in 10 seconds. So, which makes it unique and challenging to bring to new shows, because they're like, oh, you just need some chairs. I'm like, this is going to be wild.
Well, no, you don't understand. But so it kind of reminds me. So I don't know if this is just me that these ads pop up for, but there's a bingo loco.
Sure. I don't know what that is.
Every time we think we're gonna go to this weird bingo,
but it overlaps with the Des Moines Con, and so like,
we've
so
never
we're like,
gone.
no, like, but I'm like, but they
Can't
show
go to loco.
It looks like a rave, like, but also bingo at the same time.
But drinking, so it like
Sure.
all my needs right there.
I don't know. So I'm just like,
yeah, that sounds wild. This gets wild, and we do have ways to provide to charity if the convention has something that they're supporting, because the way that we vote on the judges is everybody gets a raffle ticket, and so everybody will get one. If there's a charity associated with the show, we give them an additional one for every $1 they donate. So if you donate $100, we give you 100 raffle tickets, and each judge has a cup in front of them. So you will place 1/2 of your raffle ticket in the cup of the judge that you want to win and that you want to take their product home. So if you put 100 in like the Dave Wheeler cup, then you're probably going to win him.
we got Dave R. We don't need more Dave R.
Yeah, right.
That's not true.
Just
That's
joking.
not true.
Just joking, Dave. You're great.
It's not always Dave judging, but he's a good example, because if I need him, he follows through. He's a good help.
Dave's a good guy.
Dave's a good guy. Yeah.
But yeah, Des Moines Con will be buck wild. We're anticipating 150 to 200 people in the room.
Nice. Like so, I feel like so if you have you got the schedule figured out this year so it doesn't overlap with, or have they not got that far?
I don't think they're that far. Okay. I almost entirely communicate with their programming manager, and I know she knows we don't want to overlap. But
so our guest next week,
the reason why I'm asking,
Des Moines Con, like
the guy that what's his name? Ben. Yeah.
Ben.
Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week. So we're gonna ask all these deep questions.
So we'll be like, hey, listen, we gotta talk to you about Dylan's Drink and Draw and overlapping.
Yeah.
Because at some point we would love to, and I'm just going to jump into some of the questions, is like, I would love to do Topless Toy Talk at like a convention. I just don't know the logistics of how do we manage that. Like, there's
Sure.
just a lot more you have to figure out as a lady of like, you
Uh-huh.
know.
I'm just, well, I
to
just
make
said you
this
just take
happen.
boxes and you just
I
like
just might have
duct
to like,
tape them, like,
tape
you
them
know,
to
just like,
myself, but like it's
Sure.
clearly not going to happen this year.
Uh-huh.
But do you have any advice of like how to run a great event?
That's a good question. The biggest skill I have is when I'm in the moment, when I'm at the show. This isn't in my everyday life, but when I'm in the moment at the show, I can just make a decision and just make things happen. So if you can be on your toes with a crowd, they're going to react really positively to that. If you're looking at running an event like Topless Toy Talk, I think, coming up with like, how do you build your little fence of toys or whatever.
yeah.
That's a unique struggle because let's say you pitch it to Des Moines Con, right? Their programming director is my favorite person to work with in Comic Cons.
That's cool.
She is on top of stuff, and we work really well together. But she would be able to figure out how to put a room together for you based on what you have to offer. And I think working with whoever's in programming is like the biggest thing. Like, tell them exactly what you need. And exactly what you want. And that'll probably help put the whole event together. Getting a really good description of what you are offering is a big deal, because if people walk into Topless Toy Talk and they don't know what it is, maybe they assume they have to be topless when they walk in. Maybe that's your goal. I don't know. So,
I mean, that would be a funny assumption. Just to
mean,
see what happens there. Like, you have no idea.
I like. First of all, do you want to welcome her?
Oh yes. Hello.
There you go. Well, yeah, no, she keeps saying like, I want to do this live. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it live. And
Sure.
I'm like, but also like, what is this live? Because like, so our thing was like, we like to bring, we like to have guests, like, and talk to them about like their stuff and who they are, like, or not about their stuff or who they, and what
right.
Like, whatever.
Well, however the spirit moves us at the time.
However
there
the
may
spirit
be no...
moves the person we're talking
Sure,
to. Not
sure.
even us. We just go off whoever's
right.
right? Like, and so I'm like, that's where I'm like, we'd have to have like,
we have to figure that out.
Like we either have to come up with original content that doesn't rely on another person, or we'd have to figure out how to get somebody cool. Like,
so what you got? You got to get folks who already know what it is, who are willing to guest. So like, biggest secret you can have is like, be like, hey Dave, I need you to come in and do this. Like, and as long as it doesn't conflict with drink and draw, I support it.
Well, I mean, I would insist that if we would ever try anything, which is probably a low bar to set. I mean, she's like, well, okay, so we've only been doing this for 35 weeks. 35 weeks. So
that's like
but
a
ever
little more
since
than
like
half
we
a
started doing it, she's like, oh, what if we did this live? And I'm like, oh, how about we don't? So I mean, like we got like 50% of us that are like not on board with the live thing.
And surprisingly, it's the 50% that you think it would be the opposite there.
I think so. Like,
in the slim chance it would ever happen, I would insist like it is at the most obscure time slot ever.
Sure. So they would want you after dark. Most shows would bill you as an after dark program because they don't want an 8-year-old walking in. Which shame on them for not having open minds. But
shame on them. This is a whole fun right here.
After dark can be a little bit harder to pitch to smaller shows because they may not have any after dark programming. I am doing some shows that don't normally have after dark, and I am all of the after dark programming, and that usually goes off like amazingly because people want it, like the crowd wants it. So if I were to imagine your setup, because Dylan's Drink and Draw takes roughly 2 hours to play, and we start on time.
Nice.
Like the moment I say go, we're going. And
you normally start at 9. Is it 9? Or...
Yeah, usually 9. I've been asking to go a little earlier because I get some folks like Phil Hester who are on the older end of the they want to go to bed, and but I get them to judge, and so that's really nice. But it actually they block me out for like 4 hours because we have like a half hour of setup. We can sometimes go long, and then we need to get everybody the hell out of there. So they usually give me 3.5 or 4 hours like blocked, and
that's cool.
Whatever room I'm in, I'm the last event for that room. And so if they know like, hey, you're an after dark event, you're going to do a solid hour, you only need 15-minute setup, 15-minute tear down. They book you an hour and a half or whatever. They can probably book you as like the first thing in a room for after dark, which means people are still eating dinner, so they might not see you, but that's a good like testing bed.
Right.
But I would recommend you get your wall of toys set up beforehand, and you do like you have your intro music playing, and you walk in from behind a curtain with your top on, and then when you sit down, you take it off.
Yeah.
So
that's smart.
We actually originally did that when we started this, but then it was like it's kind of a hassle.
Yeah, it was
to,
kind of
like, I don't
weird to
know.
like be trying to take off.
I think it's got to be something button up or something
like,
tear away. If you can
I
rip
like
it
to
off,
do like I did like a little one of these, and I was like,
yes. Like imagine if you could just rip it off.
Yeah. I like the tear away thing.
Yeah, actually, it'd be better if it was like one of those like too thin T-shirts, and you were like able to pull it. Like
you just Hulk
I
out
was
of it,
thinking like costume theme. Like I come in
no,
like
I was thinking like
like
WWE.
like one of our inflatable like T-Rex costumes over here, and just
mhm.
like sit down, pretend like this, and then like I don't know how you
And
tear
just
that
slowly
away,
dip
but like
it away.
figure out how to like tear away a big
You
old.
come out of it like Ace Ventura.
Yeah. It's like turn around backwards out the back. So like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I would lube myself up for that. I'm not gonna lie. Like to pull that off, like we'd go KY everywhere, like right out the back of the T-Rex costume.
Wow.
But you make sure you line up a guest who like enough people know that enough people will show up for, and then you try to get anybody else that you want to be on the show to come watch it, because then be like, oh, this is cool. I do want to be on it. Because that's been my challenge with Drink and Draws. People are like, what is this? I don't know what it is. And like you want to be there, I promise. Like this is big.
Yeah.
And so like the judges, people say yes now more than ever because it's such a big opportunity to advertise themselves.
Yeah.
And the way I tell new judges is like, this is about creating a relationship with your audience that you will not get at your table.
Yeah.
Because like this is weird, this is loud, it gets raunchy. People will immediately form attachments to you. It could be like they think you're mean, but in a fun way. Or they think you're hilarious, or they think you're sensitive or something. And like now there's this like
that
relationship that you wouldn't get. And that's, really powerful.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is actually like, again, we intended, so she's not into anything nerdy, by the way.
I mean, a little bit.
Nerdy pop culture stuff, like not really so much. Like she's
Sure.
her nerdy stuff is more like intelligent. She's like, I know things about history and politics, and I'm like, but look at this toy, and so like the Comic-Con is like nothing up her alley. Des Moines Con or any convention any convention that's I guess not about politics or guns or
really
history or whatever. I don't know, like whatever. Like
no,
you're not like a gun Nazi.
No, I'm not.
No,
yeah, you've said like several words that are definitely getting us right there in that 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm just like letting it all out here. My brain went in a weird place right there. Anyway, so you are not really into this stuff, but she likes to talk to people, and that's why. And that's what makes this work, because I don't like to talk to people.
Someone who wants to tell me their whole life story. Like I legitimately just want to do that. Like when we went to TFCon and we met, I always want to call him Alan Watts, but that is the philosopher, Mark Watts.
There you go.
And he was telling me, like, he was the guy who did like the box designs for Transformers.
Not box designs.
No, well, he did like the art for
the box. He did the art for the original. Like,
okay. But it appeared on the box.
It was on the box.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm kind of right. So he was talking about how like he really wanted to be involved in his kids' lives, and like he really he did airbrushing before he got into doing this design. Like that is like the most amazing story. Like, and then he was talking about how he's doing like AI like videos for his granddaughter, and like I loved that. I just want to know all that information. And so if you are an old especially an old dude, like old ladies don't tend to tell this level of like in-depth stories. I'm not sure why. They're probably just not grumpy enough. And they probably got to talk for the last 75 years. Whereas the dudes are like, this is my one weekend a year where I get to say all the words I want and no one's going to show me. But I like to, those are the panels I like to go to.
I forgot how I got on this topic because I got sidetracked by saying words I shouldn't say on
the internet. Got us all.
I kind of want you to come up with a product that is like you know those shrink wrapped T-shirts that are shaped like a T-shirt?
Yeah.
I want that, but like there's nothing in it.
Oh my god.
That you give
Hold
out
on,
to people.
Wait, a shrink wrap T-shirt that
Okay,
looks like a T-shirt?
So her
I've
idea,
never heard of this before.
her idea was to do like T-shirt, like shirts that like look the shirts you can get that like look like
a hairy
like
like
the-
body.
Yeah.
but
I'm into
then do like a black sensor bar across the front.
That says like Topless Toy Talk on the sensor bar.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
that. That's good.
We'd swap them though. I would wear the one like with the boobs,
And I'd wear the one with the hairy man body.
Yeah.
Sure.
Be good.
But I do like the shrink wrap no shirt idea. That's very funny. I'm gonna take it.
So like I don't know how else to describe it because the last time I got one was when I started college. They're like, here's a T-shirt. It's like vacuum sealed into the
really
shape of a
like
T-shirt.
compact, yeah.
But like if you could somehow pull it off, but like it's empty because you're topless, like that's hilarious.
Like maybe inside is just like a sticker.
Well, it's
Like
actually
some
probably just a
pasties.
picture of us giving
Pasties.
Some pasties.
Yeah.
So that is one of our favorite things to do.
That's one of your favorite things to
for
do.
when we have this giveaway, we have this really dumb photo of us just like giving
Mhm.
the finger.
I love
And I put that in there. We have like,
Like,
a
puts it in
sticker and I
everything.
put that in that box. And you know
Sure.
what? It's fantastic. I can only
Yeah.
hope that people keep that.
What really happened is we just printed off too many for some reason. I don't even know why we printed them off
No
in the
idea.
first
We
place.
just put that in.
Oh no, because we went to TFCon. I was like, hey, we should print off this really stupid photo and like sign it and give it out to people and pretend like they'll recognize us.
That's good. That's good.
And we printed off like 20 of them and like we gave like 2 away. And like,
Yeah.
but
No, you should pitch it. I don't know if Des Moines Con still has slots open, but you should pitch it, and then you just figure it out from there.
yeah, I mean, I think it'd be easy to figure out. Like the thing would just be finding people that want to participate.
Yeah.
Is really what it boils down to. That like would bring people in because nobody cares about us. Like,
Right.
we're gonna be honest. Like no,
I mean,
nobody cares if we show up topless. Like
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel about Dylan's drink and draw, and like my name's in it, but like I'm not the big reason you're in the room. So,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna circle back to a comment I was trying to make before I got sidetracked on
Yes.
what I was trying to say about you not being into any of the stuff.
Right.
I still can't remember where I was going with that, but it doesn't matter. So oh no, I remember. This is where it connected.
Yeah. help
Okay,
me.
so how many Des Moines cons have you been to? Has it only been 2? Right, this will be our 3rd year.
This will be the thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sure.
so I've been to more Des Moines cons than she has. Like
Yes.
I like because again, like we got married last year, but it's only because I forced her back to Des Moines that we started going to the Des Moines, bringing her to the Des Moines con.
Right.
And so the 2 years that we have went. Man, I am just like.
Do you even know how to talk?
No.
I'm gonna go back to Cybertronian era again.
Yeah,
like I'm
please,
gonna
let's
start.
try
over.
Cybertronian era. Yeah.
There-
boom, got it.
so what I'm trying to get around to a backwards compliment of a really bad story, but the 2 years that she has gone,
Yes.
there have been multiple people that have brought up Dylan's drink and draw,
Yeah.
It's the best
and-
thing in the world.
and so like we've tried to make a point to like go to it, but again that first year I think it overlapped with the burlesque, and then last
Right.
year we had the dog that is not with us anymore.
Yeah. I know.
So
Poor Cole.
but anyway, what I'm trying to say is like just random people have brought up Dylan's
Yes.
drink and draw to us, and there's like, oh, you should go to it, and like I am almost certain that they are no way affiliated with Dylan's drink and draw
Sure.
because they're
Sure.
not Dylan here.
So I will tell you something that blew my mind last year. So Nerd Street sent me to a show in Florida called SegoyCon, and I'm like, what business do I have in Florida? But I'm excited to go. I want to. I've never done a show there. I do shows sort of in the South, but not down there. And they were like, we want you to put on the drink and draw, and we did. And during teardown, I asked one of the folks running the show, like, what made you like send me down here? And they're like, well, at other shows that we run, when we send out surveys to people who bought tickets,
Oh.
they put Dylan's drink and draw in the reasons they
Wow.
came to the show. And I'm
That's
like,
cool.
whoa, like what? That's bananas. So yeah, that's
really
been a
cool.
lot of perspective to have.
Yeah.
You do have someone. So we talked about this before we started the show that we thought you were going to get razzed a little bit for not joining
Mhm.
Topless,
Yeah,
and we do have one of those.
I brought this up like 15 minutes
I
ago.
had to put on a shirt I designed. Oh, here comes a horrible light. But yeah,
The technology is following.
the creepy camera built into my computer.
Have you ever thought about doing it like as either like a live game show or like have you all like thought about going all in on it? Like
I'm close to that being a reality.
Okay, that's cool.
Not in a sense of like I have all the moving parts together, but it's the most successful thing I do, which is crazy.
Well, I mean, let's judge success like not just financially, like
Yeah,
I
how it
if
makes you
can
feel
get, like,
inside
if
is.
you can get 150 to 200 people consistently in a room, that is success.
I mean, that
man.
is-
I know. I know. I'm afraid that the day will come where Nerd Street or somebody's like, we want to do Friday and Saturday, and then I'll just be like, well, then I'm going to die. Because it's a lot of energy, but
That's that
because we've
that's
started
awesome.
doing a Sunday afternoon one that's called Snacks and Sketches for like kids.
Oh, okay.
It's shorter, it's less involved, it's cute, but
Yeah.
it's like, wow, doing this twice in a weekend is a lot.
Yeah. I bet.
So yeah, originally I was running it at bars and started that in 2017, I want to say, in Sioux Falls at a bar called Full Circle Book Co-op. It's also a bookstore, and we had to charge people to get in because the bar gave us the space, but they didn't support the show in a bigger way. So they had a event space that fit about 50 people, and we would fill that up. And I'm like, well, that means it's time to move on up in the world. But I had moved to Iowa, and it was getting hard to run stuff. Then the pandemic happened, and then I let it sort of just disappear until 2021 or 2. And one of my friends who owns a board game store in Sioux Falls was like, have you ever run this at a Comic-Con? I was like, no. Why would I do that? And we tried it out there, and it was a big success. And that was at SuperCon in Sioux Falls, which I'll be there again this fall with Dylan's Drink and Draw as well. So, yeah, it's been kind of crazy to watch it grow. Like, we've upgraded these tokens. Used to be little tiny things. Now they're big. All the drawing pads people use are branded. We have T-shirts and other merchandise. So there's a lot of stuff now that I wasn't anticipating remotely in the beginning. 'Cause in the beginning, we used to do things like, if your drawing didn't win, we'd rip it in half. And so like we were a bit more cruel back in the beginning. And now it's like that we wouldn't have time to rip them all in half. So
What I really like though is, and this is where we got with Topless Toy Talk on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Like you have to have good alliteration. Like
right.
Topless Toy Talk could not exist on Monday, couldn't exist on Wednesday,
definitely
not
could.
Saturday or Sunday. It has to be on Tuesday or Thursday.
No,
like
it could be any.
can't live anywhere else. So
It could be
anything else that leans hard into alliteration, like Dylan's Drink and Draw, it's fantastic.
It could be on any day.
No,
it
cannot.
Topless
It
Toy
has
Talk
to
on
be on
any
a
day.
Tuesday or Thursday. That's all.
You
that
just
can
don't
happen.
tell people what day it is. You
Nope.
you omit the day, and it's
Nope.
fine.
Not how
There's
that
no
works.
day of the week that starts with a D.
No,
Dylan's
they all
Drink and
end
Draw
in
on
day.
day.
But I
Doesn't matter.
pitch it to the show as you want it on the first night, because this cultivates these relationships. So let's say you only sold Friday tickets to like half the crowd that come to Drink and Draw. I strongly feel that because of the relationship they build in that room and the time they have, they're going to come back tomorrow. They will buy a Saturday ticket. And so to me, like I've done a couple shows where like we close out the show. It's never as busy because people want to go home, like it's the end.
Yeah.
And I just don't think it's the same, because like we'll just keep picking on Dave. I want people to go, oh, they met Dave at the show, or they met me at the show, and now they're going to come to my table tomorrow and talk to me about what the experience they had, or talk to Dave about like, I can't believe you didn't pick that drawing I did.
Like, what's wrong
And
with
then
you,
he'll go, what drawing? Because they look at them for like a second. So it goes so phenomenally fast because I give the judges 5 minutes to judge stuff, and they get a pile of 150 drawings. And their goal is to find the most original looking thing that's on topic that, feels clever.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people, although I do not personally believe in psychic powers, inside the room when Dylan's Drink and Draw is going on, everyone has psychic powers. So if you're sitting on like the far back left of the room and someone on the far front right of the room, if you both drew the same thing, then you cheated and they're going to throw it out. So
I love that. That's fantastic. I don't know. I honestly like talking about it. I'm a little disappointed we did not
I
make
don't know
it the
why,
first
yeah.
year. No, I know why we didn't. There was a
know.
conflict and well, not the dog wasn't a
I
conflict. The
know.
dog
Well,
just
it was a dog.
was a dog, and she was old and
Sure.
and dying. You know.
Oh, we don't want to talk about. We don't want to talk about the dog. She's
Yeah.
in her doggy heaven here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
But
I did want to ask this question here.
I
that
just
we
if
have
there was a
published.
Dylan's drink and draw like every weekend, I would probably attend it. Just so you know.
I love hearing that, man. I need a venue that wants to do that.
Actually, you should do it. See if you can do one at XBK.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
So anyway, I'll throw that out there.
We know a bouncer
XBK.
that works for Valor. We'll talk to him.
Actually, we invited him. We invited him to our wedding, and he legitimately showed up and was the first person at our wedding.
Whoa,
and it
that's
was
nuts.
it was so great. We didn't actually know his name. We were just like inviting random people, and he showed
Sure.
up. And
you would have
held
gotten
on-
an invite if we would have done this before May
I
25th
held
of
on-
last year.
Right.
we got married on 5/25/25. Like
That's cool.
We
Yeah.
got that all squared away. But we but I kept the thank you card in my car. And like every concert, I'd be like, "Hey, is this guy here?" And like bouncers at concert venues, they rotate through, right? Like they're not, people don't necessarily know. And we saw him. I was like,
Actually,
stop right there. I'm going to my car. I have to get you your thank you.
Yeah, I know the venue. I had to think about it for a minute, but yeah, that would be a cool spot for it, especially with the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have like a non-Comic-Con location right now. But I'm always open to entertaining it and giving it a whirl. So yeah, we could try to make it happen.
What I'm hearing is we need to open up a venue.
We're not opening a venue.
Yeah, and then you run the venue topless.
What we call it, topless something.
No one knows. So I'm gonna take it off of drink and draw and go to kind of what got you into this world here. Like, were there certain toys, comics, like things as a kid, like nerddom that really got you into illustration? Like, how did this happen?
That's a good question, because I'm pretty honest and straightforward that I was not the world's greatest student, and I mostly didn't want to do anything with my life at all when I was 18. And I picked a college because they gave me a laptop, and I became inspired as I was like getting into college. I wanted to make movies. So like I did grow up watching a lot of television. I was a huge Ninja Turtles fan. I was, as a teen, like hooked on Tim Burton and thought he was phenomenal. My opinions have changed, but I really thought like I wanted to direct something. I wanted to make it like TV or movies. Like that was like what really like lit up in my world, more than comics. Like I was reading some comics at that time. Like I was pretty into Green Lantern, but I've collected some toys, but again, I don't have like a wall of toys.
It's sometimes a hassle.
Yeah, right. But I wound up going to the Minneapolis College of Art and Design for a little while. And when I was in their film program, they broke us up into departments, and they were like, "Hey, we need like 5 movies. And so you need to find somebody who's going to like direct and assistant direct, et cetera, et cetera." And I wound up doing storyboards a lot. And the whole time I'm like, well, storyboards are really similar to comics. I was kind of good at drawing in high school. I was pretty arrogant and thought like, hey, well, I'm as good at this as I'm ever going to be. So I'm perfect at that, and I want to do something else. And I have come a long way as an artist. I didn't have the foresight to see what kind of work I could make or should make or might be able to make. But when I got out of college, movies are so expensive to try to put together from the ground up, especially if you're not running off to California. And I tried that for a little while. And again, it was doing lots of storyboarding, lots of writing. And I was like, you know what? I could probably make a comic book. And that's sort of what kicked everything off, which is crazy to say because I wasn't intensely focused on the artwork of it all. And there wasn't any moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be Stan Lee or anything like that. I've had some heroes and stuff, but I'm a little bit more removed from that than I think a lot of my friends and colleagues. So, yeah, I don't know if that answered the question.
No, I like it. I like it. It went through all the things. So
It did not answer the question.
it didn't, but
Sure.
but it touched on all the things that I like to hear. So that, but it sounds like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles might have been like that. That was the resonance that I heard. That might have been your like gateway drug into all of this, and then
Yep.
it kind of exploded. Am I
Yeah.
interpreting that
I
correctly?
mean that's pretty accurate as like an intro thing. I liked the 1966 Batman because for some reason it was on reruns in the early 90s. I don't know why. But I remember being really upset when he saved Catwoman from falling out a window, and I'm like, she's a bad guy. And then they kissed, and I'm like, you're a fraud. So I broke up with that pretty hard for a long time, which is dumb to say. But no, I like Turtles a lot. I actually through Scholastic, I got a Ninja Turtles like illustrated book about fixing the hole in the ozone layer.
Oh, wow.
I don't know where that is right now, but that was like pretty impactful on me. And I liked X-Men a lot. I don't think as a kid I actually could follow the plot as well as everybody else. I'm just like, man, there's a lot of people doing stuff.
I still can't follow the plot.
Yeah. So I read some X-Men comics, but I didn't really have like a specific comic that I stuck with. And then a lot of the artists that I got into when I was making my own work, I was like, well, I picked people who wrote graphic novels or did like one shots or did like one-off web comics. I'm like, this is cool. This is like a definitive ending. And I always push back on the like, well, you're going to read Batman for the rest of your life now. So I like things that have an ending, and that's been pretty important to me. But yeah, Turtles was really formative, specifically the cartoon in the 90s. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what kind of holds probably both of us back with comics is if I've got to read like 200, it's not going to happen.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
can we just have like, not everything has to be like a single issue, but can it be like a reasonable amount? Like, can there be some sort of entry point for those of us that haven't been, reading since we were children? Like,
Sure.
So
there's, go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm a big fan of like the stories that are like 5 issues. It's like self-contained. Like, I'm like, tell me a story. Give me some pictures.
I have there's like different schools of thought. There's definitely the like you pick your three characters and you read their whole thing forever and you never change. I think that's probably a pretty dated mindset. But I know a lot of folks who are like, oh, I only read stories if I feel like they're written well, or I only read a story if I like the artist. And I am aware of people in the industry who haven't read a comic in a long time, but they're like, well, I know who drew this and it's pretty. And they look at it, but they don't read it. So I mean, there's a lot of different ways to interact with it. But yeah, I'm far more interested in something that's going to be that like have some closure. My first series came out in 2016, and that took me about 6 years to finish. I did one issue more or less a year. I took some time off with the pandemic because I was like, well, I'm not going to shows, so why would I draw this book? And but that was 6 issues, and that's all in one trade paperback now, and that's how I promote it. And I don't intend on there being more. I set up like a world in case I wanted to keep playing in there, but I've changed a lot and I want to do other things. So yeah.
So do you still are you still doing the comics? Are you still like
Yeah, I've got 2 running web comics right now. Okay. And I'm working on writing another comic now. Very cool. But the thing I'm writing will be like my goal is to be a graphic novel, be like one big book and then it's done. Nice. And then no more of that. And then which is weird to say I have web comics because I don't have an end in sight, but they're non sequitur, which is nice. One is about my life, where I draw everybody. Give me 1 second, I can get a drawing right here. I draw everybody as like animals or robots. So this is me, Dave, and Travis. But I feel like drawing ourselves that way can permit me to tell more honest stories, which is good. Do you want me to put that back up again?
If you want. Yeah. If you want to show it. If not, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's cool. That.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the bunny rabbit thing. And so I like doing that because it's a good pathway to telling stories about my life without having to be too brutally honest. Because I used to do some journal comics where like I tried to draw everyone pretty realistically, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna piss people off if I tell a story that I don't want people to hear. So I've been trying not to worry about that. But so I do that one every other Wednesday. So that'll that one just came out last week, so there'll be another one next week.
Very
And then
cool.
the other one is called Violet 9. It's very vaguely got storyline in it, but it's mostly just me making pinups every week. So that's fun. And I do that every Friday at 9 a.m. Because, the number 9 is in the title, so it's got to be at 9 a.m.
See?
I know, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean,
I'm with you.
I mean, solid. So for people that are interested, where do they find your webcomics?
They can go on Webtoon or Global Comics. They could type in Brimstone Studios and pull up all of the stuff I have on either of them. I prefer, for readership, I prefer Webtoon. I like to be pretty honest with people. Webtoon's a good spot to get a lot of good readers. Global Comics is a better spot to make money, but you don't grow your readers as fast.
Mhm.
So I publish on both of them. I am on Tapas for the people who are into that app, but no one reads it there. When I say nobody, it's really, really popular if you're into like extremely long form, like manga style comics. So like, sure, I've got this weird like pinup thing and a story about my life that's not really a story. So no one reads it over there. But like Webtoon, they're both growing really well over there, which is nice.
Very cool.
But yeah.
That's great. So we do a so you're covering up the thing here,
Don't tell me
the
what I'm
screen.
doing.
Normally we do a lightning round here, and
Uh-oh.
we're 50 minutes in, so we can do a lightning round here real quick.
You never know what's gonna happen.
No idea.
Bring it
idea.
on.
So
Oh,
so
you want me to go to the lightning?
Yeah,
round and stuff? Okay.
well, you went to okay.
No, it's
so
right
there we
here.
go.
I
Okay.
didn't. I know
So
what I'm
these
doing.
are just things you just don't think about it too much, right?
Or
Like
you can think
whatever,
real hard, that's
or
fine.
you can, or we can just go
Sure,
sidetrack on this. But
sure. Slow it way down. Take the
Mark-
lightning out. Oh, look at that. Take the lightning out of the lightning round.
markers or Sharpies?
Markers.
Man, you didn't have to think about that.
I don't like either of them ultimately, but markers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biggest childhood fear: quicksand or the Bermuda Triangle?
Bermuda Triangle, maybe? I don't know if I thought about either of them that much.
This came up last week,
Yeah.
and
just
somebody
thought
is now obsessed with the quicksand and the Bermuda Triangle.
I just really thought as a child, I would have to worry about quicksand more, and like I'm kind of disappointed.
It doesn't really exist.
I mean, if you want to be concerned about quicksand, I will make that happen.
There you go.
I will build quicksand traps all around the house, where you can't go anywhere without.
Ooh, there's a good panel. You bring in a big vat of sand, and you see if people can escape the quicksand in a certain amount of time, then they win a prize.
And if you can't, you die. And
It's all
The
done.
prize is you got out of the quicksand. Good
Yeah,
job.
right.
You got your life. So this one I have a hard time with because I can't see one of these. So Magic Eye or Where's Waldo? And the trick is I can't see Magic Eyes.
Yeah, I don't even know why you put this one in here this week.
Probably Magic Eye, because I think I did more of them as a kid than Where's Waldo. But I had a Where's Waldo sleeping bag.
Oh.
So
What did that look like?
it was just him walking on the road. He wasn't even hidden. What a waste of a sleeping bag.
Kind of a bullshit thing.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I'll have to see if I can find
Just
it
like
somewhere.
just Waldo. That's it. Just like a
So
silhouette.
it's like not in any way like what Where's Waldo is all about.
Yeah, there was no like looking for him on it. He's just on it, like he's like as big as a sleeping bag strolling down a road. So,
Oh
like,
man.
all right.
Like honestly, when people are trying to make money, they don't care. They just slap whatever on whatever and call it good. You know?
Yeah. And someone was probably like, look, you have to look really hard for Waldo. And they're like, we want him on the sleeping bag.
Like Transformers, like Hasbro and Transformers are notorious for they'll brand anything with Transformers. So like we were at Walmart. I can't remember why we were at Walmart that day, but we were just kind of meandering around and we found Transformers branded telescopes, metal detectors.
Like,
What's the other? What's the tabletop telescope?
Microscope.
Microscope.
Oh, what the hell?
Like,
And they
just-
don't transform into anything.
No,
No,
they
they were, like,
they were just like
legitimate-
legitimate things, like with one
That doesn't
one
make
was
sense.
themed like Bumblebee, so it had, like the logo and it was like yellow and black, and I don't know, it was.
Right.
I was like, this is where we are at. with
So
life
we
now.
Sure.
so because we were talking about like a place where we used to live here, I just that reminds me of like the metal detector. So the house that we used to live in was built in 1880. So
Mhm.
there was this guy that knocked on the door because I'm a sucker. If somebody knocks on the door, I'm definitely answering. And
Yeah.
like if you're a child, I'm gonna buy whatever you're selling, and if you're an adult, probably still gonna buy whatever you're
We have
selling.
Give
so
me your
many-
address. I'll be over.
I'm
Yeah,
just
like
saying,
no
I am-
joke. If you show up at the door and be like, hey, I'm selling some artwork today to raise funds for myself. Are you interested? She'd be like, give me 5.
Yeah.
Right.
there's
Like
this-
no joke, dude. Show up anytime, and she will
Sure.
buy whatever you have. Doesn't matter.
So there was this guy that showed up at our old house, an adult man, and he was like, "Hey, you live in this like historic neighborhood, and I have this metal detector, and I would love to like go through your yard and see if we can find anything." I was like, "Yeah,
Sure.
whatever. You can totally go through my yard and see if your metal detector can find anything." And so he ended up finding handcuffs buried in my yard. He pulled them out and showed them. I was like, well, that's strange.
That is strange. Did you put them there?
I did not put any handcuffs in there. But I thought that was like they
If
were
I, if we ever had, this is never going to happen. But I'm like, if we ever have anybody show up at our house, be like, hey, can I do some metal detecting in your yard? Be like, come back next week, and you can do it all day.
We'll
Like,
bury
I will,
holes for
I will
them.
bury the weirdest shit that you could ever
Right.
think of. Like, I will spend so much money on weird things. Like,
You call the hospital. Be like, can I get a bunch of bone screws?
Yeah.
I
like
just
what do
need
you
a
have?
bag of
Just
them.
metal, and how much is it going to cost?
Yeah, I'll just wrap
Right.
the metal around bones. I don't care. I'll just
Sure.
put it in there.
Like, tinfoil, just like tinfoil everything.
Right. Right. Oh my gosh, that's great.
So I don't know, fun stuff. So last lightning round question.
Mhm.
This is not the last.
Oh,
one.
actually, it's not.
Yeah,
I
you
lied.
kept making them.
Keep them
So-
coming. We got it.
One $500 action figure or
Uh-huh.
20 $25 figures.
$25 figures, I think.
Oh,
Why?
Well, then, I mean, if these are action figures, then they're for playing with, right?
they gotta have. Yeah,
Okay.
And
that's
'cause,
what.
like,
That's how this happened.
yeah. The thing I don't have here that I have in storage is I have like a series of like little statues that cost lots of money,
Hmm.
but they're not for playing with. They just stand nicely and look nice. But like if
So
it's an
do-
action figure, then I think we play with them.
These also
That's the
just stand
best
nicely.
explanation. I mean, that is the best explanation.
I mean, honestly, every day I think about I'm like, how do I downsize? Because like
Yeah.
when you get into collecting, what you don't know is that it's the purpose of a large corporation to make you keep buying their stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so they keep finding ways to just make more stuff that you want
That's why
to
they
buy.
put Transformers on binoculars.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go into that stuff. Like, there's no way I can. I mean, I would,
The,
love to, but there's no way. Like, it would be out of control. You have no idea.
There's again Rick Alvarez, who I just think is the greatest person. He buys 2 of everything, one to play with and one to keep in box.
Mhm. I know a lot of folks like that.
And he while he's not in the Guinness Book of World Records, it's simply because he has not he has not sent his collection, he hasn't documented to do that.
Yeah.
But he's looking at starting up his own museum, and I just think to myself, man, I wonder what your house looks like. Like, how do you?
No, he
how
says he
do you-
has it all in the basement.
Yeah,
in the basement.
I know.
Where does Rick
how
live?
do you
It's set up,
organize that? Like, how do you keep all that straight?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to. There's absolutely no way.
That's
but
nuts.
we're gonna see real quick.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
You keep the
Okay.
show going.
No. So last lightning round question was board games or video games?
Man, that's a really tough question. It depends on the day. Right now, it's been more video games, to my wife's chagrin, because she prefers playing board games. So, yeah.
What are you playing right now, video game wise?
Oh, I am So you've got all the Transformers. I'm shocked I don't just have a room packed with Pokemon stuff because I love Pokemon. And Pokopia, their newest, like I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's a spin-off game, but made by the people who actually make Pokemon. And it feels a little bit like Minecraft,
Okay.
which is cute and fun, but it's a post-apocalyptic world.
Oh.
And that's really engaging. That's super fun. I'm also playing Final Fantasy 14 with a friend of mine. So he's got me. He's got his claws in me for that game because I'm not a big MMO guy, but he's like, hey, you play this game with me? We can spend more time together online. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, hey, you want to get married in the game? I'm like, yeah, sure. And so, like, I'm married in there, so now I've got responsibilities.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah, you're playing. What did you just finish playing? What was that weird game? I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I didn't pay too much attention to it.
Oh, Hell Is Us.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's kind of like
it was like a weird culty game. I was like semi-paying attention.
Person. Actually, if you want to know what it really is, it is an investigation game.
Okay, that's cool.
Like what it really boils down to is like you are trying to solve a mystery.
Sure.
And what's interesting about it is that there's no map, or the only like guidance system you have is like a compass to know like what direction you're navigating. And then by talking to people like in the world, you get clues to kind of figure out where to go next. And like, but like there's monsters and things like, it's kind of like a supernatural type of something or other. And
I dig it. That's cool.
It was actually a really interesting concept. It was made by, I don't know, a smaller studio.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. So
you were like, I have to finish this game though this weekend because the next season of Diablo is coming out.
Oh yeah.
You had to get through it.
I feel like a bad Diablo fan because I picked up Diablo 4 and then just didn't do anything with it.
So I I was a big fan of Diablo 2. Like I really got into Diablo 3. I don't know why. It scratched an itch. And like I feel like the current Diablo 4 is a nice mix between 2 and 3. Somehow like Diablo 4 at launch is not what it is now. They've done a lot.
I think I played about an hour of it at launch.
Yeah. It is so much better now. And like they've done a lot of quality of life improvements and kind of sped up a few things that just needed to be sped up. And so so anyway, like if you're ever interested in checking out Diablo again, I think it's worth it. Diablo 4 anyway.
Yeah, you plan your life around it.
I don't play every season. This is the second expansion they released, so it's like I'll play for that in the season. And like if there's something story wise that seems interesting with the season, I might do it.
Right. I plan my life around Pokemon. It's a thing. Like when the usual release schedule is the Friday before Black Friday, which is they seem to be going away from because this year they don't have one coming out, which is weird because the game they released this year came out a couple weeks ago. But so last year on that Friday, I took the whole day off from work. And convinced one of my friends to take the whole day off from his job, and I went to his house the night before. We picked up the game at midnight, and we had a sleepover, and we played until like 2 a.m, and then we woke up at like 10 and played all day, and then I came home.
Which game was that?
That was Pokemon Legends ZA.
Okay.
Oh my God, the names have become asinine. They don't mean anything anymore.
They're all
it's just a mouthful of garbage.
So we like he got me into.
Hold on. Okay. My question's gonna be more important than yours.
Do it.
Oh
yeah, of course.
Deal with it.
Sheesh.
So if you had to choose, like what would be your favorite Pokemon game?
Pokopia right now.
Okay, besides
just
that
came
one.
out. Oh,
besides that one.
I
don't have a Switch too, so
it's good though. My God, I haven't said that about a Pokemon game in so long. Maybe, man, if there's Pokemon fans in your chat, they're gonna come after me with pitchforks. Maybe X and Y.
Okay.
Partly because I've played the hell out of it. I think it has its flaws. I don't think it's perfect. And yes, I do think some of the older games did a few things better, and some of the newer games do a few things better. But it had a really enjoyable like just fart around and catch Pokemon loop that hooked me more than the other games. Are you familiar with Shiny Pokemon?
Yeah.
So like I caught more shinies in that game than in any other game until recently, because like I've put more effort into things, not necessarily more time, but more effort in recent past. So yeah,
You got me
yeah,
real
probably
into
that one.
Pokemon Go.
If you can
and so
convince
that
this
was-
one,
I do play that every day.
conversation to buy a Switch 2 for Pokopia, like I will go do it tonight.
Do you like a post-apocalyptic game? 'Cause,
Yes.
man, so good.
No, so we really like he got me hard into Pokemon Go, which actually with the launch of this,
Yeah.
like all of this internet stuff here, we've kind of had to like pause that because there's only so many hours in the day. But like what he actually, so he proposed to me he got a Pokeball.
I forgot about that.
And he
Sure.
put my ring in it, and he proposed to me at GoFest. What was
That's
that?
awesome.
2-3 years ago? I forget
Wow.
what it was.
You tell me.
He threw it at me. I
Okay.
didn't catch it. It fell.
Oh no!
And then I picked it up, and it was a love ball. It was very cute.
I mean,
That
I
is
knew
good.
she would drop it, so I said,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
made
said,
this
how are your
kind of-
I said, how are your catching skills
No, my
today?
catching skills are actually.
And she was like, they're pretty good. And she's like catching Pokemon like on her phone,
no,
right?
so my catching skills are superior. I am actually a phenomenal athlete. My problem is like you're playing Pokemon Go, like you're just real
Yeah.
focused in that, and like you're looking at your phone the whole time. So
I do play a lot of Go. A lot of
so
Go.
Yeah. I used to, so before, I would say the last two, I think the pandemic was the highlight of it. I think they really did it right.
I mean, 99
During the
or 99
pandemic.
cent, like,
But
weekend
Yeah.
things or whatever.
post pandemic, they got money hungry.
They took all the things away.
Yeah,
Yep.
they took all the stuff away, but
Yep.
then they
And then they were charging like $15 for all sorts
like
of
they
stuff.
they
and
raised
I
the
just-
prices and they
I
increased
don't
the
want to
frequency.
spend hundreds of dollars
So,
on Pokemon Go.
I
That's too much.
quit playing because I was like, this is giving me anxiety.
And then
Like there were so many things
if-
to do.
And then
Like,
I
I
was
couldn't-
playing your account and my account
Yeah.
with like an old cell phone, and it was just I couldn't do it. I can't.
What
Like,
if
this
I
is-
sold you a pair of Pokemon Go binoculars?
Oh.
Pokemon-
I'm
what?
trying to bring it back to the Transformers thing. But
Oh, but not
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, wait, hold
I
on.
have a very.
I was like, wait, is there
mediocre-
something I don't know about? Like,
no.
That's a new thing.
no.
but
But yeah, it has gotten incredibly money hungry. I don't disagree with you on that. I often tell folks, like when I'm on residency working with kids, like I love Pokemon, I know everything about it. And there's a lot of days where I wish that wasn't true. Because it's had its hooks in me since 1999 at least.
Yeah.
And yeah,
do you do trading cards?
not anymore. I did up until 2019-ish.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Did
That's
you
wild.
just buy or did
I
you
played
like-
competitively,
Okay.
not so competitively that I'm like, oh, I'm going to Worlds or anything, but like, nah, like I was in the league at our local game store for a
That's
good little while there. Trading cards are such a money sink.
I know.
Like,
I
just
like there
can't
are
do it.
times where I keep trying to convince her to be like, hey, like I think it would be fun if we played this game because then we could play together and play with other people. But then every time like I circle back around, I'm like, but it's a chase. Like they've turned to a chase. So it's like
I
always,
love deck building card games like
Yeah.
DC Deck Builder, where all the cards are in the box and you get the joy of putting a deck together because that's how the game plays, but you don't have to
Yeah.
buy more cards. Like that's
That's-
big for me.
that's what I like is it's the self-contained thing,
Yeah.
so.
I love you, Stormfire. Look at that chin Pokemon. I was still watching South Park back then.
Oh goodness.
Jeez. But
Um,
yeah, you mentioned that mystery game, so I wanted to throw a mystery board game at you.
Ooh.
Have you ever played Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective?
No.
Okay, so it's not a board game. It
Okay.
is a bunch of stuff in a cardboard box. It goes on a table or on a bed or on the floor, wherever you want to play. And you have a directory of all the people who live in London. You have a map of London. You have a like a mystery booklet that helps you figure out what mystery you're trying to solve.
Okay.
And then you keep track of all the leads you've taken. So like, did
Oh.
we go talk to Jim? Did we go talk to Sally? Did we go talk to this person? And then when you feel like you're done, there's no you are done. It is when you feel like you are done, you go to the back and you see how did the mystery actually get solved. And Sherlock you work for him, but he's always doing the case too. He's always better than you. And he's gonna rub it in your face every single time.
Absolutely.
But it's a really, really good time, especially if you can get like a few other people together and be like, here, you get to hold the phone book. And like it's pretty cool.
That sounds great.
One of these days we'll get our game night going.
Yeah, we've acquired a small selection of games, which most of them are 3+ players, and I'm like, we can't play these,
and so that's problematic.
And so we're like, well, we got people, let's schedule a game night, and we're like, yeah, we should do that, and then
we never do.
6 months later, it's like, remember we're gonna schedule a game night? Like,
it never happens.
The other, actually, I'm gonna bring up this other one here. The other one that she also does not play video games.
No.
I have tried to get her into things. I thought Mario Kart might be like a gateway drug. Actually, I thought Pokemon Go would be the gateway.
You just hold A.
Like,
I have no idea.
I'm like,
I cannot play.
I thought Mario Kart 8 where you can put on like the guidance thing to, and so it's like basically you just got to hold a button, it'll take you through it. She still found a way to mess that up. Last place every time.
Every time.
So I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not quite there. There's gonna be a game. I'll find it. That you'll be like, this is it, and then you'll be playing Elden Ring.
What I like is the VR. Like,
oh yeah, she's really good with VR stuff. So I get motion sickness, like heavy motion sickness, and so there's only a select few VR games I can play before I'm just like all over the place. But she can just go to town on anything.
I like the VR puzzle games. Yeah. That's about it.
But anyway, so circling this back.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Topic.
Oh,
Topic is not a word.
Yeah.
So man, I really cannot speak. The thing that she got hooked on, which I did not expect, was a game called Blueprints. And I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. I've not played it. I've only heard good things.
So I was like, hey, I'm gonna check this out. I don't know if you're interested and want to see it.
We sunk a couple months into that.
So basically, she played Blueprints through me.
Yes.
Where it was, she just sat next to me, wrote everything down on a tablet, told me what to do because, God forbid, she picked up the controller herself and played it. I was like,
here's the game I recommend. If you like Diablo, pick up you have a Switch 1?
Yes.
Pick up 9 Parchments.
It
should be extremely cheap. It's in the Trine universe, if you're familiar with those games.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to be familiar with Trine, but it is a top-down like Diablo-esque game where to make you understand a little bit related to Harry Potter. You're wizards at a school, and you've gotten yourselves into some magic you're not allowed to have. And now all the spells have been scattered across the world, and you're trying to get them back before you get in trouble. And the fun thing is that it plays like Diablo. The hard thing is that all attacks hit everything. So if you have a splash heal, it'll heal you and your ally and whatever enemies that are in it. If you have a splash damage, it'll deal damage to you, your allies, and whatever enemies are in it. So you've got to try to maneuver appropriately to not get yourself killed and to not kill your allies, because it does play up to 4 players.
Okay.
And when you're playing online, if you're playing with random people, there's a setting you can turn on that says like, hey, if I hurt you, I take the damage, which is a way better way to play with random people, because otherwise they're just going to try to kill you. And I think it's a super fun puzzle for 2 players, because it's going to be frustrating. Every single level is going to feel like the hardest thing you've ever done until you beat it.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, wow, I want to do it again on a harder difficulty. It's super, super cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'll add that to the list to check out. No, I want to pick up. I actually really want to pick up a Switch too. The problem is the Switch is my least played system,
and so we just can't prioritize
it. My Switch backlog is like so long. Like I just
sure.
pick up games when they're on deep discount and never play them. And I don't know why, because the Switch is such a good console. Like I don't know. Like I'm a big Nintendo fan because I feel like they try to, like, they're keeping something alive in gaming that a lot of other people aren't, which is like localized co-op, like
yeah
sit on a couch and play certain things. And I
That's the whole reason why I picked up 9 Parchments, because I was looking for local co-op stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're not wrong about that. I have a PlayStation, and PlayStation's like, yeah, co-op online.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter if your wife's right there.
Yeah.
So
Like get 2 PlayStations and 2 TVs and just play in the same room.
right.
Actually, that was my goal at one point, and then I'm just like, but then I can't get her to play anything.
I
so-
know we thought about just having
Right.
like 2 TVs over here, and that's not.
I mean, that is the way to live.
Yeah.
I
I mean, it
that
pretty
is-
much is. Like,
that is the peak of life.
like the only thing that can make it better is 3 TVs. We can have one that you're playing a game on, one that I'm playing a game. We're playing the same game together, but in the middle, we're watching Netflix.
Oh my
This
god!
guy knows it. He gets it. We could live together.
We
But
have
then right below that, we have a laptop where
Okay.
we got YouTube going.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna say we have a guest bedroom. It's right here. If you ever need to hang out,
Sure.
like, we
You
got
might have to
covered.
fight with Dave though, because she's also offered it up to Dave. So he just,
Always with that guy.
like,
Oh.
I don't know how many people for the Des
I have
Moines
no
Con
idea.
you have offered up the
No,
guest.
supposedly Dave has his own. We heard that from Tianda.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
they got the-
she offered it up to T Honda.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. The show
They
gives
cover
us
you guys.
bedrooms. Yeah, yeah.
Just saying. We have a guest bedroom. It's fine.
I forget
you're
folks
ever-
like you call Travis T Honda.
Well, that's what Dave always calls him T Honda, and so like,
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
That's how it happened.
yeah, he's like, oh, T Honda, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, ooh, he's like T Honda, and so that's really funny, yeah, because we talked about that. So like, so where did this name come from? And he's like, like things just stick, like.
This is the Dave
Yeah.
Wheeler appreciation episode.
Right. It's always secretly about Dave.
It is kind of true. Like somehow it always comes back to Dave. I don't know how. Like,
Oh.
He knows everybody. I don't know how he does it.
No, he does. He knows everybody. It's just that Minnesota nice. It just gets.
I
in
would say
ya.
that's it. He's a friendly guy.
But
It's
he
just like,
can remember
"Oh,
your
hi."
name. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
hey man, to like everybody. I know who you are, but I don't remember who you. Like your names are on the screen. Rob and Sarah. Got it.
I
It's
will
intentional.
super
It's
not
intentional.
be offended if you're ever like, I have no idea who
Yeah.
you are.
His name is Sarah, and your name is Rob. I got
We'll
it.
stop by at Des Moines Con and be like, hey, yeah, we did a stream together. Be like, I've done a stream with a lot of people. Like,
No,
you know-
Yes, yeah, I say stuff like that.
He will screw with you though, because what he likes to do is tell people in real life, like he'll go and order coffee or whatever, and he'll say his name is Malachi,
Oh yeah.
and like you in no way
Mala-
look like
okay,
a
so my-
Malachi.
So what I call my stage name is Malachi Frostborn.
Sure,
Um,
the D&D character right there.
if I ever am in a situation where I need a stage name.
Yeah.
But no, so Malachi Frostborn was born from telemarketers, because when you get spam calls or spam text messages and they're like, oh,
Mhm.
hey, what's going on? And I'm just like, not much. Who are you? And they're like, oh, I'm so-and-so. I got a new phone. Don't you remember? I'm like, no, I don't. And then they're like, what? Like, what's your name? I'm like, Malachi Frostborn. And then they don't respond. It ends right there every time. Like you throw out Malachi Frostborn. I don't know what it is, but they're just like not messing with this guy.
I'm out.
Like,
Bye.
They're
Because
like,
that's like an evil motorcycle guy.
Yeah. it's like he's already one-upped me and I am out. And so I'm at like 100% success rate with this. So,
Sure.
but
Out of control. Out of control.
it is.
We actually have not touched the wheel of questions.
I know. Like
I do-
seduce the bear and
I don't know what that
Boulder-
Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, that is it. Wait, you can
go ahead.
seduce the bear. It's fine. Do it.
Okay.
I like Baldur's Gate 3 a lot.
okay.
It is if you've not played it, it is a game where every character is into you and you can romance them. And as far as I'm aware, the bear is just the druid in the party, but you can have him in bear form when you have him, if you want to put it that way. So
Wow.
Baldur's Gate 3 is on my list of games to play, but I've been waiting for an opportunity because I want to try and suck you into it.
do you have a solid year?
I mean, probably after this Diablo expansion. I don't know. There's some good games
Sure.
coming out this year, but like,
Because man, Baldur's Gate 3, like every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
yeah. Did you play any of the Divinity games? Divinity.
I own Divinity Original Sin 2. I have played it a few times. It
Okay.
didn't click, and I was
Yeah.
nervous that Baldur's Gate 3 wouldn't click because I liked Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, even though they beat the crap out of me as a kid.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Divinity. I just haven't given it a chance.
Yeah, it took me 3 tries for whatever reason, I don't know, but the third time I played the first Divinity, the first one, it hooked me, and then I was like, okay, cool, like we're in solid. And then I think the second one took me like 2 tries to get into. But
Sure.
I'm very like situational with my games. It's like it's weird. It's like after like I get real invested in like what I play.
Yeah, me too.
And that's why my backlog is so long, because I get really invested.
Because he has to complete it. He
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
He's got to get all the way through.
So I've told the story before, but not to Dylan. So here we go again.
All right.
As a child, like I never finished any video game. I would actually child to young adult to, I don't know, basically up till 25. Basically, I think is what it comes down to. I would acquire a game, I would play it until like a new game would come out, then I would get that game, drop the old one, so I kind of was in the cycle of like never finishing a game. And I was like,
Right.
I don't know how these 100 or so games I've played ended. And I was like, this is a sad time to be alive, where I have all these games and unfinished stories. I don't like it. And so then I made a commitment. I was like, any game I pick up, like I'm going to finish.
That's a good commitment.
There are a few exceptions. There are some I'm just like, I'm not into it. I can't do it.
Right.
But like any game, that I acquire anyway. So like, because I get so invested and I have to finish it, and most often like 100%, all the side quests, everything, whatever, right? Like, but it's just an infinite backlog. So when you're like, do you have a year? I'm like, yeah, because I have like 300 games in my backlog.
Sure.
Never get to it, Like,
so the problem with Baldur's Gate 3 is that you'll play through it once. You'll be like, that was cool. I wonder what the choices I didn't make were. So you play through it a second time and be like, that was cool. Oh, I found things I didn't find before. I wonder what the things I haven't found yet are. I'll play it through a third time. And then you did it 6 or 7 times. And then you're convinced there's still stuff I haven't seen or done. I should probably go do that. And then here you are. So,
what was the game you played that the character was Eve?
Oh, Stellar Blade.
Yeah, he played Stellar
yes,
Blade
yes.
3 times through.
No, it was like 4 or 5 times through.
You really liked.
I don't know, like Stellar Blade. I don't know. Do you know the Nier series?
Yeah. I have one of them. I did not finish it.
Okay.
It wasn't quite for me. I liked it a lot, but like it just didn't get its teeth in me.
Nier Replicant, so the original, was not as good. It was okay for the time when it came out, but like Nier Automata, the sequel, was a lot better. And it's one where it's like it has like a ton of different endings, but it's like the first ending is actually just like the start of the game, basically. So it's like you got to keep kind of playing through to find more stuff. And I feel like Stellar Blade kind of scratched like the Nier Automata itch for me, where I just thought it was like really good, like kind of like action combat type of stuff, but there was exploration. There's a lot of good jiggle physics, and
Sure.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for a studio that only made a mobile game prior to that, I'm like, they did a really good job. And I mean, a lot of people say there's no story or anything to it. I'm like, I think there's enough story to.
Sure.
I don't know, it hooked me, but I'm easily.
I've had a long form romantic relationship with Mass Effect.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had it here, but it's in storage. But I have like a full Commander Shepard helmet that came with the Legendary Edition of the game, and like a poster that's like, we're inducting you into the N7 program. I'm like, me, really? And that's I love that game. That's another one where I'm like, do you have a year? Because there's so many outcomes and choices that you can experience, and with the original trilogy across all 3 games, because the save file from game 1 carries over to 2 and 3, and so then it'll eat up your life. And I like that a lot. But I'm like, when people go like, what are you playing? I'm like, I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3. How can I like that? Like,
it's like 5 years old now, right?
Right? Well, I bought it when it was in early access. And I played the early access twice and was like, I have to stop because I'm gonna hate the game by the time it comes out. And then the game changed enough where I was like, wow, this is like all new. Like the early access, everything I did still like I knew those parts, but things in those parts even changed enough where I'm like, oh, there's still things I haven't done. I want to poke around. And that really gets me. So anything like that usually hooks me pretty hard.
I'm curious because they teased like a new Mass Effect though, like in the
They've been
Oh.
talking about it since 2021.
Yeah, and so
My hopes are not great.
yeah, I was like, well, are they gonna bring back Commander Shepard? Like, like, is they gonna like
It
where do you
takes
go?
place in the future. All we
Yeah.
know is that it's like probably 200 to 600 years after the original Mass Effect. It does have something to do with Andromeda. I don't hate Andromeda.
I don't either.
I like the gameplay a lot. It feels hollow because there's no sequel for your choices to carry over to.
Yeah.
Other than that, I liked it a lot. Whatever the new game is will deal with Andromeda to some extent. And the problem is nobody works at BioWare. Who's making this game? There's like 19 people there. And I know that's like sounds like a joke, but like they kind of don't exist after Dragon Age Veilguard failed.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what to expect. I know they're working on a TV show as well. So
did you play Veilguard?
I did. I didn't finish it.
Okay.
And everything I've heard was like the last half is really good. And I'm like, I couldn't finish first half. And it wasn't bad. It just didn't like it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm so excited to be here. It was just like it's just another game.
What was the Dragon Age before that? I can't remember the
Inquisition.
Yeah. Looking back on it now, I still don't understand how it won Game of the Year it came out. Like, it's not a bad game. It's not as good as the other Dragon Age games.
Sure.
But like,
it just doesn't feel like a Dragon Age game.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like I don't know. I haven't played Inquisition yet. I was gonna not Inquisition, Veilguard. And so actually I have an Xbox and it's on Game Pass now, I think, so I could technically play it for
they'll probably pay you to take it.
Yeah. And so I'm curious to see how it compares to Inquisition, because I thought Inquisition seemed kind of like farther away from Dragon Age than
I think Veilguard feels closer to Dragon Age than Inquisition did. But yeah, the other things the game does poorly kind of scream out loud.
Did y'all see the last flag just dropped? Kind of interesting. Looks like Fortnite capture the flag. I don't know anything about
Not familiar with last flag. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, also here, let me make a note. I'm not a big Fortnite person, not because people I'm not good with like multiplayer shooter games. I don't know, like I require more thought of like a plan of attack. I don't know, and so it's like when there's a bunch of chaos going on, I just die instantly. Like I don't play Call of Duty or Battlefield because I'm just like I'm always dead.
Yeah, the only one I ever got into is Overwatch, which actually I have an Overwatch like hoodie on my chair here. But
Overwatch wasn't bad. I played a little bit of Overwatch. Didn't continue with it because again, it's I don't know.
What was that last one that we had? What's your favorite video game movie adaptation?
Video game movie. Not Assassin's Creed, that's for sure.
Favorite video game movie adaptation. The Super Mario movie was really, really solid. So was Detective Pikachu, honestly. That's shocking that they took that video game and made a movie out of it.
Yeah,
that game, of all the Pokemon games, I thought it was really good. What are there any big ones I'm missing? Like there's TV shows, but they said movie adaptation.
I mean,
that's what I was saying. I was gonna say like I don't feel like they've done bad with The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Other than I don't like the girl that plays Ellie.
Yeah,
I just don't.
She's ugly. Her face.
I don't want to say it like you said it mean, but I'm gonna say it a little nicer. She's just not cute enough, and Ellie is cuter than her, and I have a hard time.
You know, when you spend like I don't know, I'm a big. Have you played both or either of the Last of Us games?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh man, you're missing out.
I really should. I just haven't. I'm so sorry.
Unless it's not your thing, like that's fine. Whatever.
They're probably my thing, but they'll probably scare the crap out of me.
Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, they're not as scary as some horror games I've played. What did I play that
I don't know. There was
God,
one.
What was Silent Hill, the Silent Hill 2 remake.
He was wrecked. He could not play that game unless I was sitting next to him. He was like a child. He was like,
I was like, I've never been so terrified playing a video game in my life. So we have some surround sound here now too.
Well, the surround sound makes it way scarier.
It's so bad with the surround sound because you just hear the noises. Or headphones, right? Same impact.
I couldn't finish Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice because of the load screen that says like if you have like psychological issues, don't play this with headphones on.
Yeah.
But if you want to experience the game fully, you need to have headphones on. And I'm like, I'm scared. So
They're like, so what do we do here, guys?
yeah, but I love the world they put forth in that game. Super cool.
Yeah, I've
yeah.
started playing it and kind of got into it. It was too slow paced at the time when I was trying to play it,
Sure.
and so I'll eventually come back around to it. But I think they've done something really cool with it, and so eventually I'll enjoy it.
Well, I love the idea. Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I actually like the latest Mario movie. We went and
I
saw
haven't
that
seen the new one yet.
ago. That was great.
But yeah,
I like the first one better. But
I like the first one a lot because when we went to the theater, there was like an 8-year-old kid who was. I mean, we weren't at a packed showing, and so this kid was like pointing out to his dad, like, "That's a this and that's a that," and I'm like, "That's what I'm doing inside my head without doing it out loud." And
That's
so, like,
fantastic.
I don't know, like that kid doesn't know we were having the same like childhood experience.
I love that.
Yeah. Pro tip
So-
is you go to the movies for
The-
stuff
the
like
first
that.
showing of the day.
First showing of the day, like
Yeah.
8, somewhere between 8 and like
Private
9:30.
private
So
showing.
yes,
Right.
we saw it when we saw it. There was one dude by himself in the back, and so it was basically a private showing.
Yeah. So
Right.
I'm gonna say my favorite video game movie adaptation is Gran Turismo.
Okay, I have not seen the movie.
That was a good movie.
I don't know. It's just like Gran Turismo is a racing game, and they made a movie
Yeah.
out of it, and
It was.
Is
pretty
it
good.
just
I don't know.
basically like a Fast and the Furious movie?
No, actually, it's more. It was about like a kid that wins like. So he wins like a championship for playing the game, which translates into him actually driving
The car.
Oh, I do remember the trailers.
And
for
it's
that.
got
Yeah,
the guy from what is that?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
The
police officer. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Yeah, that was a good.
yeah,
That was a
Hopper.
good movie.
Hopper.
Yes.
Yeah, Hopper.
Yes, Hopper's in there. I
So-
love
David Harbour.
Yes,
Yeah, Dave.
yes.
Yeah, there we go, David. Hopper. Yeah. I mean, is it an adaptation of a video game?
It's in the
sure.
It's in the realm.
But actually, it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't
Sure.
a bad movie at all. Justin collects.
Hello.
Assassin's Creed movie has got to be one.
Yeah, probably.
Not Assassin's Creed.
I mean, you made me watch all the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
Those are-
Resident Evil, they are
Meh.
also not a very good adaptation. They
No.
fit the scheme of Resident Evil and how Resident Evil is often all over the place and doesn't know what it's doing with itself.
So
But
sorry
Yeah, I mean
you
that's
don't
fair.
like
That's
the
fair.
Spectre show because you like the Resident Evil, or you're saying it's a classic. That next comment.
oh. I mean, the original wasn't bad,
Right.
but like they just went all so far like
Right.
with the rest of them. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind them. I own them.
Yeah.
You know. Did you ever play The Suffering and all that?
I did play The Suffering, like
Yeah.
at a friend's house. I barely remember. You turn into like a monster, don't you?
Yeah, there's some. I'm trying to remember what that was because I played it a bit too.
Yeah, it was really dark and gritty, and it was on the original Xbox, so everything was dark and gritty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my favorite, I will say, my favorite board
I need to
game.
step away for 1 second.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So what's your
I'd say my
favorite board game?
favorite board game movie adaptation is Jumanji.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go. There you
I don't
go.
know.
Just because you're seeing that pop up here.
I don't
That's
know
so
how. I don't know
funny.
how many board game. I mean, they made a Clue movie
Oh, did they?
way
I
back.
didn't know that.
Way back when. I don't know how many board game movies they've made besides Clue and Jumanji.
Huh? Too funny.
What?
Oh, I
So-
didn't. Oh, yeah. Resident Evil movies don't have enough references. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the game is pretty cool.
Yeah,
like I like.
Well, I mean, if you look
it's
at
too gory for me, honestly. Like, or the later ones are like they kind of little much. But
let's say if you look at like what they've done with the Resident Evil game series, it's like they kind of go in and out of themselves, right? So it's like, one like Resident Evil 1 was in a mansion with Jill and which is Chris? Yeah.
I don't know why you're
I
looking
know.
at me. I don't know.
Like, and then then they went to the police station with like Claire and Leon, right? And then Resident Evil 3 came around, right? And so it's like they've kind of like went in and out with their stories and their characters for a while. And so I haven't played Resident Evil Requiem, which it's on my list. I hear it's fantastic. a horror game, so I'll probably pick it up this fall. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll wait till it goes on sale.
Yeah, you'll wait until October.
Yeah, because I also try to, in addition to cramming in 31 days of horror movies, I also like to cram in horror video games. But like, Requiem, they kind of brought that back around with, Leon being in it. And then, but the two prior to that, like they did not really have overlapping characters. So I don't know. Oh my God, part
There
4.
we go.
Manhunt. Yeah, I played Manhunt too. That wasn't bad. That was an interesting one. I think like that was something that could have continued, but
They
I
did
think that
two
was,
of them, right?
I think they did 2 of them, yeah. But it was at the time period where like I think they were trying to blame all violence on video games, and it killed it.
Well, the first game was like weird violence.
Yeah, it was weird violence. Yeah.
I own a copy of it somewhere.
Oh wow.
I liked it a lot, but there's something about sneaky games that the difficulty ramps at some point where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And when I was a kid, I would just get frustrated, and now I'm like, I respect my time and I wander away.
I wish I had that level of self-control.
I just cannot sneak all day. I just can't.
I know. Did you play Death Stranding? Either of the Death Strandings?
I have not.
Okay.
Oh no! I do own the first one. I played like a couple hours of it.
Yeah.
I felt like I liked it. Is it mostly sneaking? I know it's mostly walking around.
I mean, kind of yes and no. I mean, it can be sneaky if you want it to be sneaky, but
yeah,
it's a Kojima game, and so like some of the older Metal Gear games that were kind of stealth.
So I liked Metal Gear Solid 2 a lot.
Yeah,
I felt like that was, I don't know, it kind of had that every room's a puzzle. So once you figured it out, the sneaking wasn't as integral as just solving the puzzle the right way.
Yeah.
But yeah, and maybe that's the way other games are, and I'm just not giving them their due.
I mean, it's been a long time since I played Metal Gear 2.
Yeah.
Don't you have a statue of that up there?
No.
What is that?
Which one?
The one next to the
That's Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought that one up there.
Oh, up top? No, that's Gears of
Sure.
War.
Oh, Gears of War.
That's Gears of War.
Okay, well, Gears.
And another section of the room that nobody can see.
Yeah,
I have
the secret.
I have a few video game collector's edition statues on
Right.
the side of the room.
Yeah.
By a few, it's not like this. There's like
It's still a lot.
8.
So Sarah, do you prefer board games?
I don't know if
Sarah
I
likes
I want to flip the question around on you.
Yeah, like I don't like complex games.
Sure.
I like easy games, or like there's not too much of a ramp up. If there's like a lot of strategy, I'm not, it's too much for me.
Sure.
So I like Uno. I actually like so a game that we picked up at a
At Des Moines Con.
was Battle Burger. Andrew Heath did that one, and it's fantastic. It is a great card game where basically you draw a card that's your burger, and then you're trying to draw the ingredients to complete your burger, but there's all these different like sabotage cards. So I can blow up his burger, throw out his tomato or whatever. Like
Right.
I'm a big fan of that one.
She's a big fan of anything that makes me lose.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
I don't want too much strategy. I just want to have a good time and beat him at the same time. Because I think you get in your head about it.
I do. I try to strategize.
And that's not what I'm about.
And she's just like, no, you suck. Here's all the cards to blow up your burger. And I'm just like, glad I had that planned out.
It sucks to be your burger.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't really play games. Like we didn't have them.
She raised her brothers as a child.
Yeah. I was an oldest girl child that lived on a farm. Like that's all you need to know. So it was we didn't really do that. We didn't do it.
She also really likes puzzles.
Yeah, I do like puzzles.
So
good.
She likes like jigsaw puzzles. Well, I mean, she likes puzzles in a general sense, but so she likes to do things by herself.
Yeah, or like there's that little sticker thing that you got.
Oh, those 3D stickers.
So we're watching this on TikTok. There's this lady that she has very fancy fingernails, but she would pull these stickers off and create these sticker collages, and then you found it for me.
Yeah.
So he'll play video games. Like this is our life here. He'll play video games on the TV.
We do a lot of
and we'll do
separate together activities.
And I'll be sitting there doing a puzzle or putting putting these like little sticker things together.
Right,
like,
right.
So it's together but separate activities.
You also really like Legos.
Oh, yeah,
she likes
Legos.
things.
Cool.
She likes building.
I like
would say like tactile, like
I like-
building type things.
yeah.
I'm gonna plug something if that's okay.
Do it,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it, do it. Yeah, I mean,
So if
this is
you
about all
like-
your stuff. Plug all your things.
This has not a little less to do with me, but it's in my world. So I do illustration. I do a lot of I have a comic book that I did a sticker for that's on Kickstarter in like 10 minutes. That's really, really exciting. So I'm excited for that coming out. But I did some illustration for this. They're a brick company like Lego, but they
Okay.
just make monsters because I
Oh.
do a lot of monster festivals. I go to like Mothman Festival and stuff like that. And so
There you
this is a Michigan Dog Man
Whoa.
brick kit, and they're called Northwood bricks, and that's super neat.
That
Wow.
looks so good.
They had me do an illustration for each of their creatures, so I got all of the brick sets for free, which was super cool. And I keep these near my desk, and now I can't get him to stand back up because I changed his pose.
What's
But he's a little top heavy.
What
But yeah,
what's the name of that?
Northwood bricks,
Northwood Bricks.
and they just do cryptids, so they're pretty
Crypt-
sweet. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, if you like Legos, I like these guys. My only gripe is they use a lot of little flat pieces, and I have a fast acting but slow comprehending monkey brain, and so I will put things in the wrong spot and be like, "Oh crap!" and then picking two little flat pieces apart.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's something for people with high dexterity, and that's not me.
No.
Yeah.
I tried to get her because she likes Legos. I tried to get her into like model kits
No, I don't like model
because
kits.
I have a large backlog of model kits because I'm a moron and
You buy all of them.
I like things and I think I have more time than I have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you-
tried to do like
and-
co-model kits, like where I
Sure.
would cut out the pieces or something. I just got really bored.
And she just no, what happened is she just put all the pieces in the wrong spot.
Well, that
and
too. I did the leg the wrong way
There was-
twice, like back to back, and like
It
he
took me
about
like
lost it.
45 minutes to like pull apart this like knee joint.
Oh my
like,
gosh,
Twice.
And then
that
I
is
did
tough.
again,
Twice.
the same thing.
I was
twice.
like, okay. I said, okay, I finally got it apart. Just look at the picture and put it together the same way. And I wasn't watching her, and it went right back together the exact same way.
and it's a 50-50
I'm just like,
chance
oh,
I'm going to do
God.
the wrong way.
That was the last model kit we put together.
Yeah, we-
That is tough. That is super tough. Yeah, I haven't done a model kit in the longest time. I thought I wanted to paint minis for a little while. That's not me either.
I mean, that's kind of where I went with the model kits. I thought I was like, you know what, it'd be really cool because a lot of them are Transformer ones. And so I was like, it'd be really cool if I learned how to airbrush. And I could airbrush the model kits, and like these would be really awesome. And then I came around to the realization that like I don't know where I would put a little airbrush studio,
right.
besides the garage, which is cold
Sure.
and hot most of the year. So I'm like, then we have to figure out how to temperature regulate it, which is definitely not going to be worth the investment.
I will never see the return on that one.
And I'm like, but then
You
on
get
top of
an
that,
old, as seen on TV, blow pen. You remember those?
oh yeah, yeah.
It's like an
Oh,
airbrush that you blow through.
They actually started making some things where you would take like Gundam markers and stick it in the end, and it would spray
Whoa,
like the Gundam marker. But like,
that's
Oh.
cool.
yeah, USB chargeable and whatever, right? It doesn't even require an air compressor. And I mean, I think for like some very basic stuff, it'd probably be okay. But like,
Yeah.
but then there's like the blowback, and then I got paint everywhere, and so
You have to do it all in like a little tent.
yeah. And so I'm like, but like, I'm like, where does the tent go with the respirator and like all?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I come to the realization I just need to put together my Transformers model kits and just not paint them and worry about it, and they
That's
can
fine.
just be unpainted
Right.
plastic. That's fine.
Good
Because I also have a box of fences that I need to paint.
enough. Just never going to happen.
So
Fair enough.
circling back around to merch, this is my merch that I will someday turn into a real thing. So I do like toy photography stuff occasionally, twice a week.
Occasionally means twice a week. 2 videos a
Mhm.
week. This live stream.
I've got a
1 week.
schedule, okay?
Yeah, we got Monday through Friday, and then burp photos. Otherwise.
Bird stories.
Sure.
But so there was a time where I was like, you know what? Like, I want to do this little thing, and I need some fences. And so, like, we went to Hobby Lobby, and I found they had these like wood fences.
Oh,
So I
God.
bought them, and I was like, but they need to be white. So I was painting them
Right.
way over the top. That didn't need to be done because you'll never see the detail like in the background. But I'm just like, I know what I want, and so they need to look how they need to look. I'm actually not too bad at painting things. Like the problem is, like, I just have too many OCDs with it. I just
Sure.
I don't know when to stop with anything. Is what it boils down to. And so they this spiraled into like an Instagram like story spree
Which then turned
over
into
like 2 days of me
fake
painting
commercial.
these
Sure.
fences, which then turned into a fake fences, and I called them only fences. So they will be.
Were
only
you
fences.
painting these during? We're gonna bring him back into this.
Yeah.
Dave Wheeler's big charity stream in November.
I
We
did.
gave
I
away-
did make a set for him. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I remember seeing them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everybody's probably just like, what the hell is
I
this?
was like, stupid.
Yes, I remember that.
And so yeah, it turned into like what was a joke turned into like me trying to make something.
Obnoxious.
But the problem is, then it got to buy like I actually have a bunch. I'm pointing over here to some stuff you can't see.
Yeah.
They're cardboard boxes with a bunch of like wood.
I'm
fence parts in
tired
them.
of them sitting here.
But then it turned into
Oh,
winter,
man.
and I'm like, how do I spray paint in the middle of the winter because I don't,
Right.
So they now
Do
it's
it in
been-
your shower.
yeah.
Actually, that's not a
Let's get
bad
little
idea.
tent, like,
That's not a bad
bad
idea.
So,
Dan, we have really covered quite the gambit here, and
Mhm.
but I would,
are you talking about me?
I am not. I feel
Don't
like
even
we need to do one. We need to have the wheel do one
you want to
question. I
do-
just want to
okay.
do one wheel
All right,
question.
all right.
Yeah, do the
Like, I
wheel.
feel like we can't. It's
Hold
not Topless Toy Talk if we don't do like at least one wheel.
1 second, I forgot to follow your rule and do the
Yeah.
shuffle.
Bring on the wheel.
I'll channel my inner Dave and be like shuffle, 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 shuffle. Dave. I think I wish Dave knew about how much that we talk about.
I think he would be horrified.
I'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah, everything's about me. Yeah, everything's about you, Dave.
All right. How do you plan to worship our future AI overlords?
Oh, how do I plan to worship them? This means I have to worship them?
I mean, or lack of.
Because my goal is to fight them. Like I want
How do
to
you wanna
be
fight 'em?
I want to be Johnny Silverhand, but I'm me. So
That's a cyberpunk reference.
Oh, okay.
it is. I love cyberpunk.
I love cyberpunk too.
Man,
Spiral.
how do I plan to fight them? Well, I've already taken two steps in my life. Step number 1, I write every week a newsletter that is in part telling people to radicalize. And then 2, largely because of AI, I have quit Spotify. And I don't use another streaming service. I built an entire media library of my own on a Zima board that is in my closet. So I can use my phone to get into it, but you can't. So
Impressive.
that's taking a lot of time and energy, but it is in part an anti-AI put my foot down. So yeah. That's how I will fight now. But if I had the opportunity to be a little bit more high tech about it and cool about it, like our friend Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk, I would probably do that. But I'm a weenie. So here we are. What are you going to do?
So I'm going to get a little controversial here.
Yeah, do it.
Just because I'm curious and I have now like to kind of pose some of these questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, so when you're talking about anti AI, or I don't know if anti-AI. So are you anti-AI, or are you like, what is your?
Well, so it's if we're just having a casual conversation in an elevator, I'm going to say I'm anti-AI.
Okay.
But it's more nuanced than that. I understand that there are valuable uses for it, such as in the medical field. I think all of those things are not. I don't know. How do I want to word it? I think all of those things have a lot of promise, but I think every way that things are being implemented probably needs a hell of a lot more oversight, even in like the medical field, even in classrooms and engineering, because human bias is heinously baked into all of our AI, let alone all of the theft that things like generative text and generative images are dealing with. I don't think it's necessarily good that our technology goes faster than our regulations. I think that's a challenge more than a benefit, because I worry about the worker, I worry about the creative people, I worry about everybody along the line more than I used to. I used to be very, very like cyber positive. Like, I'm gonna have a robot in my head and it's gonna make my life better, and that's like the opposite of what I want right now, because everything's so wrapped up in money. I can't trust someone putting a thing in my head and keeping it updated. So
It's true.
Right.
That's the like long of it. Like, I think that there's a lot of specific cases where AI is going to provide a lot of benefit. Again, as long as we have proper oversight. I think there's a lot of places where it's just being used to. I think it's being used, one, to lie to people about how good things are, and two, to take advantage of people. And if I had to drill down on that, I would say I think that's because we actually haven't had any major step forward like technologies in about 15 years. Like, the smartphone feels kind of like where everything got bottlenecked.
Yeah.
I mean, there hasn't.
So-
I would agree with that, and I think a lot of.
I mean,
So,
how
I
do you
mean,
get more
that's-
advanced than a computer in your pocket? Like,
Right.
you know, like
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of like larger
without like, you know,
corporations
going
that
computer
are-
and computers, you know, on the brain. Like,
you know, not like there's a lot of corporations that are also saying like AI is going to replace all the people, and I mean, I don't know. I feel like
so-
there's part of that
Mhm.
maybe like, you know, there's things we can do faster and better, but
Yeah.
I think there's a lot that's just like, hey, we're just going to fire all the people because we think AI is going to take care of
I
it.
think a
and
lot of those people are going to get fired anyway, and it's just an excuse.
Yeah.
I agree
Well,
with that.
I agree with that. And I do think that there are people in corporations that don't. So my problem. Okay, so I go back and forth with the AI stuff, and I was curious of your perspective, given that you do art, right? And like a lot of people right now use AI to create imagery that. You know, like some's good, some of it is good, some of it's bad.
Mhm.
You know, like it depends, but like from your point of like, you know, intellectual property and, you know, theft and stuff, like it AI is just borrows stuff, right? It's on the internet, right? And so like
Right.
you know, it could be taking pieces of your work that exists on the
It
internet,
probably has, yeah.
right? Like, and so I understand it from that perspective of that's not cool, right? And how do you regulate any of that?
I have no idea how you'd even write a law like that.
Right, like because you'd have to severely limit like what it had access to, and if you're limiting it to that perspective,
Right.
like what good is it? You know, because then everybody's going to put up the walls and limitations, and then it takes it all away. But anyway, so I go back and forth with it because I think it can have its uses, but it can also be a very dangerous thing. Because I think the problem is that people are labeling things as AI, but AI is actually just machine learning or in a form of that, right? And machine learning has been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's now being labeled as AI and baked into everything in a very weird way.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it's actually. Yeah.
Actually, what?
It's actually AI and not just machine
Oh,
learning.
right.
Well, yeah. There is no. It's not alive. It's not thinking.
Right. Yeah, it's not alive. Yeah, it's not
yet,
sentient. I mean, not yet, right? And so
I mean, there's people who've said it is.
I will put my flag in there. I'm not convinced. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just not convinced it's going to be.
So I am of the belief, the conspiracy theory that like actually
this one likes conspiracy.
So I do. I like a good conspiracy theory. I actually like all of them. I like to pretend like I believe all of them, but like I don't actually. I just like to play along with that. Yeah. But I do really like the conspiracy theory that most of the things that we think are like AI are actually just like 1,000 Indians just like reading it and responding back really quickly.
I mean, that was true for that Amazon store.
Because they've actually caught they have found like they've caught, I don't remember what company it was, like where they were saying it was AI and it was
like, Amazon. They did it with their brick and mortar stores where they're like, oh, you don't get out your phone or your card to pay for anything. We use AI facial recognition and bill you for what you take off the shelf. And it was people sitting there at computers in India, like making sure it was you pulling up your account and billing
Oh
you.
wow, that's funny.
That's wild.
So-
I mean, that's it.
I just
mean, I
think
wouldn't
there's a
put
lot
that-
of
yeah.
scamming that's going on right
feel
now.
like
with
Amazon
AI
is
that's
like
not. It's
the-
not like
Oh, yeah.
actually programming. It's just they have
Yeah.
thousands of people and some low cost, like low
Probably
wage.
yeah.
more accurate than we want it to be.
Because I mean, like outside of like, I mean, I like, so the thing is, like, I try to find use cases for it because I'm just curious, right, to see
Right.
if it can help improve my efficiency in some way. Because like between the two of us, like this is all we got for brain power, right?
Sure.
Like, and it's not a lot. Like there's more here than there's here.
Hey,
But,
you
like,
figured out that the show that starts with T should be on Tuesday.
Yeah,
We
like,
got that.
like we're like Topless Toy Talk, okay, but where do we go with it beyond that? And we're just like, well, let's talk to people, right?
Mhm.
And so like, you know, like, well, like all like I try to use it to see if there's something that'll be like revolutionary, right? And every time I try, there's nothing, right? And I'm like, I don't all the people that come up with these like fantastic use cases or whatever, right? I'm like, am I just that dumb that like I can't figure it out? Or like
Sure.
is it just really overly glorified, you know, like to help sell more of it, right? And so
So I think one of the biggest defenses people make is like, hey, it's really good at writing code and it can do that. And usually when you drill down on like why is that, people usually go to, well, most programmers just go to GitHub and copy and paste code anyway, which is not ultimately wrong.
yeah.
But the thing that you lose is any nuanced creation when you're working on something novel, because as far as my understanding of language models works, you're not really going to get novelty unless it's broken, and then you have to fix it just to make it work.
Mhm.
And like novelty is what we're looking for, something new. That's what you're trying to do. What can I do? What's a new use case? One of the questions that like, this is stuff I like to talk about, by the way.
Yeah.
Not the AI, but like what we believe. I want to get to the bottom of that. So you said like, well, if we regulate it where if it can't gobble up everything, then what good is it? I think that's a really good question. If it can't eat everything, then what use does it have? I think that's a really valuable question. And I don't think that's a question that has any one answer. I think that's a question everyone needs to ask.
Yeah.
And like, let's take it back to Transformers. Like, if Unicron can't eat everything, then what's his point?
What's his point? He's
Well-
like, hey, like, you know, like, yeah, you got Cybertron, you got Earth, right? And he's like, okay, like, you can eat Cybertron, but you can't eat Earth. And he's just like, okay.
But if you can't eat everything, though, to that point, like
You know?
you're going to have so much more inherent bias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to have the full spectrum.
Well, that's
like,
what,
see, and I
like,
think-
back
like,
to the intellectual property thing. Like if AI can't
like,
have
let's
all
say,
of the works of all of the writing, like you're going to
Sure.
end up with a much smaller subset.
But I think
that is
like-
when we
generate.
I'm gonna
when
use
we, oh, go ahead.
I want to use a really dumb example, right? Like, let's say McDonald's is like, you can have all of our information, all of our data, and it can be used in whatever case you want. And
Mhm.
Burger King is like, nah, fuck you. So like anything AI is going to come back and be like, go to McDonald's,
But you can also,
you know, but it's never going to
Right,
do
right.
anything.
But
But,
if
it's
you-
never going to do anything with Burger King because
Right.
it doesn't exist in it.
But
right?
just even like rewind it a little bit more. If you think that corporations aren't going to pay
Mhm.
places like ChatGPT
Oh,
to
yeah.
prioritize them,
yeah.
you're out of your mind.
Oh, you're
You're
right.
out
Right.
of your
I mean,
mind.
it's the same as Google. Like, people pay to be on. That's why Google sucks, because everyone pays to be on the top. You're not getting novel things. That's going to be a big word here. I think what is interesting is like, sure, to asymptotically approach novelty, we need to give it everything. But when we look at some of the extremely powerful use cases, like DNA sequencing or figuring out if like every mole on your body is cancerous, it's not about eating everything. It's about giving it exact specific parameters where it becomes so extremely good at looking for X, it just sees X when you can't.
Yeah.
And those are the parts where people are like, wow, we're having huge, magnificent breakthroughs. But then as far as I can tell, in the realm of like, well, it ain't everything, we get slop videos that people care about for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
But like that, what did it do? Did it advance anything? Because the big question that I ask as an artist, not as somebody who draws comics, like table that, as an artist, is when we look at all the rules in art, we learn all these things like perspective, line, shape, balance, etc., etc. the big reason we learn those things is because when you choose not to use one of them, you need to be able to say why you didn't do it. Because new and inventive art forms come out of the argument of why you took something away. So when you go and draw something and a professional goes, well, how come you didn't draw it this way? How come you didn't use your perspective like this? Most novices will say, well, I don't know, that's just how I did it. Well, then you didn't create anything new. You didn't create a new horizon for a new artist to stand like, oh, there's a whole landscape of like cubism. Like that's how it gets born, is these conversations about what rules am I skipping. And I think that that's what's really lost in the conversation about AI art, is you can't really ask somebody who typed in a prompt like, well, why did it make that decision? Why did it choose to light it that way? Why is it balanced that way? Why did it choose to look like brushstrokes here and not over there?
I mean,
because a good artist should be able to have this conversation.
I say it chose that because either you told it to or you didn't tell it to, and it just rolled the dice. It just rolled the dice.
Right.
Yeah, but again, like with the whole AI art and everything, is like, again, it's like AI can't come up with original ideas because it can only use what exists.
Right.
And so, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, is that it's just borrowing from what is already out there. And I think that's where I always get frustrated whenever I try to use it, because I'm like, this already exists. Like, this has happened. Like, I'm like, give me something that is not something else I can go find, and it can't do it, because
for our original like video ideas, because like we'll riff, like we use inspiration for other people from other people's ideas, because like there's only so many unique ideas, right? If you're trying to pump out,
I've only got this one, so like
if you're trying to like get like 2 like shorts out a week, which what we're trying to do, like there's only so much,
a hell of a lot of work.
But like and so
what I like to do is find things that are not toy related and figure out a way to make it toy related, and then like, put a twist in it.
Have like that riff on it. But what like our unique stuff, like we've tried to use AI to come up with like unique like video ideas, and it just it like they're either weird or they're
and again, I don't know, like if you spent a lot of time trying to create this very detailed, in-depth prompt, maybe I don't know. But the thing is, it's like AI can only access so much, and so it's not like I can't be like, hey, AI, go scour all of YouTube for this niche, and tell me something that is not within this. You know what I mean? Like, because like that's what that is what I need, right?
But so what you're asking for is, well, maybe I'm wrong, but that sounds like, again, that hyper specific situation. Like if you had an AI that you're like, I'm going to give you all of these specific videos, and then I want you to tell me all the things that are in it, and then I don't know how you would give it this other data set, but like all the things that aren't in it, and tell me what is and isn't in it. Like that would tell you, like, okay, so everyone who talks about Transformers talks about Optimus, but nobody's talking about Soundwave. So I'm going to talk about Soundwave.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what you're looking for. That's more specific than like A to Z everything. You need it to have a very refined diet. So it has a very refined,
because we've been trying to figure out like a long form video and like something that's not just dumb little skits.
We're great at talking about stuff for about 1 to 2 minutes or 4 hours. It's that sweet spot in between of that 5 to 10 minutes can't be done.
But I'm like, everybody like in the toy world, like in the collector world, whether it's Transformers or toys or whatever, right? Like a lot of people do reviews, right? They do behind the scenes stuff for photography.
And that's cool.
Like
they
do unboxings and things of that nature, transformation videos. I'm like, I can never, I will be honest and say I cannot do anything nearly as good as anybody else that's been doing this for 6 months. Like there's no way I can produce like a review video that will be remotely as good as anybody else. Like even the worst person out there. Like I just can't do it. And so like what we keep trying to figure out is like, what do we do that's different? And I'm like,
we've thought about,
I'm like, I don't know, man.
His
like,
big idea is this thing called Drunk Wife Reviews, because I don't know anything. Like when you guys are talking about video games, I knew like 1% of what you're talking about.
She's like, I've heard of Blueprints. I played that for 3 months with it.
No, I don't know anything. So his idea for like reviews was he gives me an action figure and I'm drunk and I try and review it. But like there's only so much I can say about something I don't know anything about.
And that's what I thought was funny. I was like, I'm gonna give you this thing and I want you to talk about it not knowing anything about it.
Just like, oh, this is just a toy. Like I don't know.
Well, because my idea was like we paired it with like some type of like fancier drink, right? So then we would like have this, because I made this like little shorts that would be like the making of the drink.
I don't know.
And like,
Yeah.
and it was but I made a mess the whole time. So it was like this disaster. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was a good idea, but she was just like, this is dumb. And so she wouldn't get into it. And so then like, it would never go anywhere because she's just like, this sucks. And I'm like, well, yeah, it sucks because you're just like, it sucks. So you won't do it.
Which one of you is good at designing drinks?
We just kind of pulled some stuff off the internet. Like we just kind of looked up some stuff based off of what we had in the cupboard. Like,
something that immediately came to my mind was like, one of you plays with the toy and discusses what it makes you feel. Like, is this toy chunky, clunky? Is this toy sleek and smooth? Does it make me feel like I'm 4 years old again? Does it make me feel confused or frustrated? And the other person figures out what drink captures that. And then you're like, bam! Now you can taste this G1 Optimus.
Yeah,
you can taste the frustration.
You can taste the frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just where I thought, because
that's a good idea.
Like, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not good at making drinks though. I'm just like whiskey in a glass. All good with some ice.
I mean, you just
but I could like Google search.
You throw some bitters in there, like the frustration.
Actually,
like,
maybe that would be the funny is like if I'm just like randomly making something and then like just have you taste it and it could be nothing at all, right? Like
it just is like garbage.
Right, and then you name the drink after the toy. Take a picture of the drink with the toy.
But I was just like, I just thought it'd be funny to have her just talk bullshit about a toy for like 10 minutes. And like, and she just can't do it. Like,
I
she
don't
can't
have like 10 minutes of stuff to say about something I don't care about.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I
you could
feel
say
like
anything about it. You'd be like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever held in my hand. Why did you give this to me?
Okay,
and I'm like,
20 seconds.
And I'm like, that's gold. Keep going. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
no, that's interesting. Yeah.
I think that's what's hard with like, I don't know, just things in a general sense today. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. I like to pretend I'm a creative person. Like I have like bouts of like high creativity, but I never can figure out how to like translate it into something. And I think that's kind of where I got in like the toy photography stuff, because I'm like, I can't draw. I used to try to draw. I can't draw. Like painting, no go. Like, I mean, I can kind of paint some stuff, but like, it's like paint within the lines, right? But like
you're selling yourself so short.
But I'm serious. Like, I can't whip up a painting, right? Like, I don't have that. But I'm like, if I have a thing and I need to like, you know, paint it a color and shade it and this and that, like it'll come out okay.
Right.
But what I've always kind of been into is photography, but like there's a lot of science behind it that I'm like, I don't know if I understand it, you know. And so like I used to do photography, like I mean in high school and stuff, like with, you know, actual cameras where you had film and develop it and stuff. And like I really like that.
I like the mystery of like the like disposable cameras where you take that into like the photo lab and you're like, I don't know, am I gonna get like good pictures? It's just everybody's elbow. Like I don't know.
Right.
I miss that.
And so I think I guess what I'm trying to get around to is like I think that's where some of our dumb little videos come from, because like I see a thing and I'm like, that's stupid, and I'm like, I'm gonna make it even dumber.
Yeah.
It's like that's my creativity, right? Like that I can reproduce.
I think that's got value.
Just lower the IQ.
Yeah, just lower the IQ of everybody. I'm just like,
oh goodness.
Anyway, back to AI. So
no, we're gonna reel it in here just because we have been going here for about 2 hours, which I love. This has been a great conversation.
Yeah, it's been good.
We covered like a wide range, right? Like comics.
Do you want to do one more wheel question?
We can do one more wheel question. We did.
Oh God, it's gonna. We're gonna. This is another hour.
This is where we'll end up. This is where we'll end us on the wheel question.
Also, you can just be like, "Nah, I'm out. That's fine."
Do you believe? Oh yeah, actually, this is a good one for you. Do you believe objects like toys or heirlooms can hold onto the energy or memory of the people who own them?
The way I'm reading this and hearing it from you is as if I gave you a toy of mine as a child, you could receive something from that toy.
Correct.
It's not okay. So I'm already of the belief. Like, I'll bring this guy in. This is my friend Joe. Joe goes to events with me. He's supposed to anyway. He's made by another friend of mine who makes stuffed animals. And here's their name. Cryptid Comforts. They make monsters. I got all sorts of monster stuff. But anyway.
Monsters are cool.
Joe's important to me. He's got a name for a reason. I'm not convinced if I gave you Joe without talking to you about him that any of that would matter. Now, sure. Let's say you've got something that's really old that you've had for a long time. It's got wear and tear on it. I think that begins to like hold with it more of those stories that someone else can interpret. Like, why is this toy missing a missile? Why are these stickers missing? Why is this one ripped? Why is this a sticker from a McDonald's box? I think those things carry that, but it's not a mystical energy, in my opinion. It's just evidence of it being around, which I mean doesn't ruin the magic or mystery to me. You can create whatever story you want for the thing you found, but I think no, I don't think they carry some mystical value. Unfortunately, man, that sounds so defeatist. But like
juju,
like I think like as an individual's item, it's a powerful talisman, right? Like I remember who made that doll. I remember why I call it Joe. I know why I'm taking it with me to shows. Like those things are important to me. Though that gives it an amount of power that I don't think it would have in your hands. That's a long answer.
No, that was a good answer.
I mean, anything I touch or somebody gives me, like I keep forever.
It's an immediate emotional attachment.
Yeah. I guess I was interpreting as like you found a toy on the ground and now you know Jimmy who used to play with it. And
I mean, if I find something on the ground, it's hard for me not to take it home.
That's why I don't let you touch things that you find on the ground.
If I touch it, like
if you go to pick something up, I shove you. You're just like, get away from it.
Yeah.
Get away from it. Psychopath. We didn't even talk about the doorknobs.
No.
Yeah.
The doorknobs.
Like, if you're ever interested in coming back around for round 2 or 3, I like we could dedicate like a whole time to the AI conversation. I would really
let's do it. Let's dig into it.
Because like I have some thoughts on this, but also I have a lot of very judgmental thoughts around like art or what is considered art.
Sure.
And I like art, right? Like I almost went to art school, but I was like, nah, screw that. I'm not that good.
No, instead you went to massage therapy school.
Instead I went to school for massage therapy, and then I don't use that either now.
But I get it. That's great. Yay for me.
But I have this so this is a personal conspiracy, and I won't let this go very long, but it'll probably go long.
No, I'm gonna reel you in.
That I kind of believe that like that art is not any different than anything else, where like it is a narrative that kind of like people have pushed and like kind of like put a lot of stuff up like on a pedestal of like this is like fine art, right? Your cubism thing, right? The impressionist period, all this stuff where it's like somebody had to be like, this is what this is and this is great, right? And then everybody else is just like, oh yeah, like I agree, right? But I'm like, but who's to say that that's actually good? And so I kind of like go down this weird spiral of like art is a conspiracy.
Well, yeah, you can buy,
that's not wrong at all, I don't think.
You can buy an investment of like a piece of fine art. So I can buy like, I'm looking at the Mona Lisa Lego, so I'm just gonna say that like you can't actually buy a piece of the Mona Lisa, but you can invest in and own like 1% of some sort of famous artwork, and then I don't know, there's something cringy about that. Right? Like I own like 1% as an investment of blah, blah, blah artwork. I just,
like owning a star.
Yeah.
It's just,
I'd buy a star any day.
Right. It's just, it's a little cringy.
I'd be like, see that one up there in that area?
Yeah.
I own that one. But no,
we could talk about that, your stance there for a long time. I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of moving parts.
If you think about it, like, so if you didn't like, there are monetary values that people have placed on all these different art related things, right? I mean, art schools, right? Like, an art school doesn't exist if like there's not a monetary value on art, like trying to teach people things about art, in whether it's history related or how to create certain things, and so it's like. I like, you were talking about how like you take, like intentionally taking a piece away to create something new versus like not taking something away just because you didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And I think like the intent is kind of what makes real art. And how do you like, and that's like maybe where the price, I mean, clearly everybody will pay for everything anyway. I guess what I'm trying to say is like like where I feel like it spirals is like if you take away like one small piece of like putting a monetary value on art, then like the whole thing crumbles, right? Because like then you don't have like people buying like fine art. You don't have people creating fine art. Like you don't have like art institutions or museums or schools to teach different art related things in one form or another, because like like what it's worth is no longer exists, because
you're struggling with the intrinsic tie between the art industry and our financial systems, whereas the argument is always like good art has to say something, it has to have this meaning, but it doesn't, is what you're ultimately saying. It just needs to be tied to the dollar to be good. So what world would we live in if money wasn't a question?
I think the thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately is whoever did where they taped the banana to the wall, that whole thing.
That was
like
funny.
Yeah.
And like that still pisses me off to this day.
But that's nothing new. Duchamp put a urinal in a gallery, and he didn't even make
or
a
the
urinal.
White painting. It's just a white somebody just painted the canvas like just white.
I'm like, these things that blow up and go viral, I'm like, you people are fucking idiots. Like
I mean, but are they idiots if they can make a crazy amount of money?
People that came up with the idea and was like, I could sell this shit, they're genius.
Yeah.
But then everybody that follows in suit, that's just like, this is like the most greatest thing I've seen since the Mona Lisa. Like, I'm just like, you people are, it's a banana taped to wall. I don't know. Like, like there is something with expression in art, like that I feel exists and is important. But I feel like the internet has ruined a lot of it.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No,
you're good.
So I think I could put a button on this in a way that leaves us open for another night. If you look good and you speak well, people will swallow anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's most of our world.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. I would agree. That's a good way to end it. So I'm gonna zip you up.
No, but this is important.
I'm gonna zip you. We are going to plug.
That's what I was gonna do.
So on that note, we are going to spam all of your like links here in the chat. We also have them in the show notes here.
Because I realized.
But how can people follow you, find you, stay up to date with all the great stuff you're working on?
Follow me on Instagram. I'm the Dylan Jacobson because I set that up before I became Brimstone Studios, and I'm afraid to change it. Otherwise, look for Brimstone Studios on any of your favorite social medias. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Webtoon. I'm on Global Comics. The bio site's a good idea. Yeah, go do that. Follow the webcomics. It's a big deal. Go to Dylan's Drink and Draw. And I don't think that's on the bio site because I'm not good at saying on top of things. But show up to Dylan's Drink and Draw. We'll give you the extra token and have a good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We have for next. Hold on, I'm going to add.
It's not on the calendar. Look.
Oh, did I not add it?
Nope, you messed up.
I'm the worst.
I
we
know.
have Ben.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Ben Penrod.
Thank you. I knew it started with like a P, but I couldn't remember. We have Ben Penrod, who manages a number of the Comic-Cons, who's joining us. So Des Moines, I don't remember. Twin Cities.
That's all
Does
I know.
he do Nebraska too? I don't know.
I don't think so. He's got
way to hype him up.
I know I'm doing a terrible job hyping him. But that's who's joining us next week. So we will find out more about all the deep intricacies of Comic-Cons.
And tell him you're dying to go to Dylan's Drink and Draw. You're planning a trip around the U.S. and you want to see it in more places.
Fantastic. Yes.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Don't tempt us with a good time of just like spending all of our vacation time from work, just like traveling around following.
Not even that. Like I will shamelessly like harass people about things I'm interested in for no reason other than
none.
I like to harass people. So
you
put me on it, I'll do it.
I need you on my side.
I'll send him a message every day.
Yeah, do it.
I manually trolled one of my friends with cat facts for like a year. We're talking like 10 to 15 messages a day.
Okay, but the story is that the cat facts.
We're back in.
trolling. Like, well, I guess this is the second one you thought.
Yeah.
We actually was the wrong number. We have no, you have no idea who is trolling. No idea. It was not the person you thought it was.
No.
Nice. I like that. Awesome.
So thank you all for joining us. See you next Tuesday. And
tell your mom I said hi.